I think we're live. I don't even know. I hit live, I hit go live, hit everything, and it didn't do anything for like 5 minutes. So I didn't even know we were live. Is this thing on?
I can hear you.
Is it you in my head? All right. Is everything here? Is this happening?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Oh,
fish people.
man, what a morning. I'm live. Okay, cool. Whew. Good morning, people. Thanks for being here. It's Sunday. Thanks for being here on the easy stream. Let's say hi to people. Good morning, Bitchion. What's up, man? Bruiser, what's going on, buddy? Fish Scotty Quaddy. Good morning, good morning. Trying to read. I'm at this point now where I think I need some better glasses. That's all I gotta say. Grip Keeper. Good morning. What's going on? Window Liquor number 5. What up? Fishimon. What's up, dude?
Morning.
Morning. Mark Strolson. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Jenny Led. Good morning. Whoops. Uh-oh. Did I mute somebody? Whoops. I hit a button. TJ Autocross.
Nice.
What's up, man? It's good hanging out with you. We went on an excursion yesterday. A few of us in the area met up at a fish store. It's called Aquarium Roots. It's more like an aquascaping place. It was a pretty cool place.
Slash,
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 pool play.
pool pond. Yeah, a pond slash pool.
At least a pond. Sorry,
I'd say
not
I wouldn't say
pool.
pool. I'd say more like
Pond.
pond. Yeah, that's some pretty cool koi. And yeah, I spent some money there on some hardscapes, which I forgot to get out of the car before the stream, so I might have to let Fishymon serenade you for a minute while I grab that and show you guys what I got. But we can get into that in a minute. Let me finish saying hi to people. But anyway, TJ was there. It was like really close to where he was, so he kind of led us around town that day. We went to two fish places. We went to Aquarium Roots, which was that aquascaping place, and they went to something called Ocean something, Ocean
Yeah, I
Aquarium.
can't
I don't,
remember,
I
so
don't know.
don't ask me.
Something Ocean. And I'm sure TJ can pop it in the chat. And it was actually a pretty big fish store. It was pretty cool. They had a lot of stuff there. Reptiles, freshwater, saltwater. The saltwater section was definitely kind of, I think, what they were more known for, because that was definitely bigger than the freshwater section. Yeah, it was a pretty cool place. Used tanks, all sorts. Dude, they had 40 breeders for $50. $40. Oh,
Use.
used. The one with lids was 50.
Yeah,
The
use.
one without the lids was 40. It's not bad. And they had a lot of tanks in that little room, that their used tank room, so you could. That would be a good
Mm-hmm.
place to find some tanks, actually. Think of it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, good morning, TJ. How you doing, buddy? I got some fish too. I got the hardscape stuff at the aquascaping place, and I
You
got
didn't tell people who we went with as
Oh yeah,
well.
that's right. Well, yeah, who else was there? It was you, me, TJ Autocross, Patty's Petite Tanks, Maria Z, and
And
her husband,
Maria Z and her husband.
Captain Dan. Yep. I think that's it, right? Am
Yep,
I missing
yep,
anybody?
yep.
I don't think I'm missing anybody. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Cool. It was a good time though. Yeah. Fun day. All right. So anyway, where was I? I said hi to TJ. Yellowstone Aquatics. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Danikin, what up? Kenny. Good morning. Good morning.
Eduardo, I better read his
KJ, what's up?
question before he says I'm not doing my job. Was there any pole
Eduardo.
dancing with TJ?
What was there?
Yeah, were there any pole dancing with TJ?
With you or me?
That's his question.
Oh, I see. The answer is if there was, I didn't see it, so I didn't get it on film.
Yeah,
Merrick T, what's up,
yeah.
man? Good morning. Long Family Shoal, what up? Eduardo, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. I said Keith. Keith, good morning. KJ's here. Yep. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? I think that might be we're catching up here. Maria Z, good morning. Patty, good morning. Everybody's here. If I'm missing you, I am
Um,
sorry. Say hi. Al, what
Alshon
socks?
said that two two of the best LFS closed over the past 10 years. Pet Sanctuary and Shark Aquarium.
That sucks.
I'm assuming that's
Something,
in
yeah,
this
whatever.
area.
It might have been. I don't know. I guess it's close, so we'll never know.
On Route 22.
That's got to be in Jersey then.
That's where we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were on 22. Alshon, good morning. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for being here. Carol Cox, good morning. Am I missing anyone? Anyway, if I miss you, I'm sorry. And good morning to all the lurkers that are, you know, one eye open, laying there watching me
Yellowstone's
and
here.
listening to this madness. That's right. All right, let's get into.
Patty's also here. Maria Z's here. Long family show.
Good morning. All
Good
right,
morning,
what did I get?
everybody.
I got a saltwater fish at that saltwater place. I got one of those
A,
algae blennies, but
a Blenny.
he's kind of I put him in the tank, whatever. I drip
A
acclimated him.
lawnmower Blenny.
A lawnmower blenny. I drip acclimated him into the tank, and overnight he's gone. I don't know where he's at somewhere. I'm sure he's hiding, trying to get the lay of the land. And there's plenty of algae for him to eat. So let me swap to that tank. You can take a look at it. We can look out how disgusting this tank is. Just it's a process, people. Hang on, let me switch cameras. Ooh, that's a horrible glare, but whatever. And this picture here, we can see my clowns, my dotty back, whatever corals, and
Did
all
you
my
see that
algae.
that did you see the thing I sent you last night?
Yes. But by the time I saw it, there was like a list of 45 people that had responded that they wanted it.
Yeah. Somebody wanted to get his dot
Well,
somebody
Cuboid,
wanted to
it was Cuboid that put that post out to, I guess, the Aquarium Society. And Cuboid is an aquarium store that's pretty in the area. It's not too far away. I've actually been meaning to get down there, but they are moving, so they are trying to sell all their stock and then move. So I don't know if somebody
and
brought that in or they were just trying to
they
get it
were
out of.
giving it away, yeah.
Yeah, because I
They
believe that's
just
what the
wanted to rehome it.
right.
What was it? A Dottie back too?
I don't remember. Yeah, I think it might have been. I think it was a
It was
dotty back.
it was one of them yellow
It was pretty.
and
It was a neat looking fish.
yeah.
Anyway, in this picture here, we can also see all the vermitid, all these little jaggedy little points coming out. Now, this is how bad the vermitid snails have gotten in this tank. And some of this red algae is coming back, and I still haven't found my stupid medicine, so I got to get around and like maybe look under these racks. I might have gotten kicked under something. But it's not too bad yet,
Yeah.
so I'm not really worried about. Oh, and I don't know. I did get a cleaner shrimp too.
Mhm.
You can see him right there in the middle. Let me turn this light off. This light
You
might
didn't
be a little
get
too
that
much.
yesterday though.
What was that?
You didn't get that yesterday though. The shrimp.
I did have that yesterday, but I didn't buy. Yeah, but I got it.
I mean, you didn't.
I didn't get it yesterday, but I got it. I don't know if I got it before the last stream. Did I show it off in the last stream?
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
I either
Okay.
got it during the week
Because I know you
or I
didn't
got
buy
it.
shrimp yesterday.
I don't think I showed it on the stream last week. I don't know. Did
No,
this
I
make the
don't
video
think
any
you
better?
did.
The lights are still kind of coming up, so it's kind of dark in that tank still. Oh, that probably made it worse, didn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure what's better or worse now. Anyway, Monty's on the run. Uh-oh. Yeah, the slime out it is. Yep, that was the stuff. I have a packet of it somewhere. I'm not sure where I got it actually, but Heath has it on his website. It's decent. It gets rid of that red. It gets rid of the green cyanobacteria too. That's what that stuff growing in the bottom right there. That's the red. They call it. It's an algae, but it's a bacteria.
Mm.
And saltwater tends to be red. There's also whatever
Mm.
the blue-green algae that you get in freshwater tanks. That slime out will take care of that stuff too. So it works for both. And it didn't hurt anything in the tank. Corals were fine. Everything was fine. Actually, it did the dose, whatever the recommended dose, did the thing, did the water change, and then like it slowly just disappeared over the next week. And then it, kept up to. I didn't obviously keep up with water changes, and clearly the root problem is still there. So it's not completely seasoned out.
Yep.
Yep, it works on
Yep.
both
Yep.
types.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's what Keith says too. Yep. So if you want some of that stuff, go to KJE. He's aquatics.com, and just so happens because Keith likes to hang out here. Keith likes to see guys that are other fish keepers, extraordinary aquarists like you. Get some, spread your dollar a little further. So go there, get some stuff.
Yeah, great things.
Yeah. Anyway, the Life Aquatic Catnip.
I picked up some stuff too. I got a Tropica tweezers, planting tweezers,
Nice, nice.
and I got
How much do they run you?
some
A lot. Premium tweezers.
yeah. How much did your rocks run you? And
You want
your
to talk? You
your
want to talk?
wood?
No, we're not gonna. We can't talk. We can't. All right, forget I asked. Because I'm gonna lose this conversation.
Yeah.
Speaking of those
So
rocks,
as I was
as you were
saying,
saying, you're gonna continue
I
talking, and I'm gonna go get my rocks. So I'll be right back.
yeah I picked up some dragonstone as well, and I picked up two plants and some stargrass, and I forget the name of the other one. And I also picked up five assassin snails. Yeah, to combat my overpopulation of snails in my pleco tanks. I don't know how well it'll work, but you know, can't hurt. And if they start breeding a lot, I can sell them because they're more expensive than a pest snail, that's for sure.
All right, you
I
there?
see Jason's back.
I'm back. So what did you get? You got snails, assassins. You got
Yeah,
plants.
assassin snails.
You got plants. Like my car? Did I like my car?
Oh, I didn't know you sell assassin snails, Keith.
Really? That's cool. I kind of really like assassin snails. They're pretty neat. Got a cool shell.
I
And
paid $3 for a snail.
well, worst things could have happened, man. All right, let's move this camera since that other one's on the tank. And what else do we need? Okay.
Oh yeah,
Gotta change that camera. Hang on.
Maria Z put the name of the plant I got.
What was it? Can you say it?
Pinnatifida.
Pinnatifida? Is that it? Is that right?
Yeah,
Pinnatifida?
I don't know. I guess.
I don't know. What's up, Monty? What are you doing, buddy? Getting some more coffee here, folks. I'm firing up. I gotta adjust this camera because it's a little too high. If that's a thing. And since I can do it without taking you guys for a ride, try, production quality here, people.
So you're gonna show off your haul,
Yeah, I gotta soak some of this stuff too because I'm not
and
gonna obviously put it.
so what do you plan on doing with all this rock and wood?
Well,
The
it's a good question, man.
125 or
No, no. I don't think so. I don't
no?
think I'm gonna touch the 120. I actually kind of like the way the 125 is going right now, so I'm gonna leave it the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go here. This is the wood and the rocks. The rocks are in
The
here too.
wood.
Rocks are in here too. And here comes Mr. Monty checking on things.
Making sure everything's going
Making sure.
according to
Yep.
plans.
Yep. Sure nothing's out of order. He's kind of upset because we had to move his little bed yesterday when we brought that tank in for Skipper. I got a tank for Skipper and holding. Anyways, pretty nice piece of wood. This is wood. This is a big piece. is what they call gnarly wood. I don't know what it is, but it looks very
Gnarly.
similar to like what is that? Mopani, but not as dense. I think
Mopani.
it looks similar to it. I don't know if it is. Maybe a similar tree or plant or bush or
Yeah,
whatever the heck it is.
Mopani sinks as soon as it hits the water.
This feels pretty dense,
But
man. I'm gonna tell you
you
that.
think you think
Well,
it'll sink?
we could test it. We could test it. I have a fish tank with nothing in it except snails. It's a 75 gallon, which is where this wood is going.
Yeah,
We could test it. If it sank right away, that'd be actually kind of cool.
that's
Then we
up to
wouldn't have to
you,
worry
man.
about. I do want to soak it because it is going to leach a bunch of junk. Maybe we don't do
Yeah.
that right away. I'm sure we could put it in a bucket. Let's get a bucket, and we'll get rid of that. The ribbons. The ribbons were determined how much you paid. You know, they put different ribbons for different size
Yeah.
wood. Whereas everything that was what you thought was small was not. It was a premium price store. I'll put you that. Spent way too much money. I'm ashamed of how much money I've spent at that place yesterday. Let's put it that way. We don't want to talk about that.
And it had a dojo. It had
Oh
a
yeah,
escaping dojo
it did have a
in
lot of
this
cool rocks, and there
place.
was that one rock, man. Whew, I almost bought it. I almost spent that. You know, it probably would have been a $60, $70 rock. I can't remember what it was called. It was like some weird name, like pie something. But it was like this smooth looking kind of, I don't know, almost like
Terrestrial rock
yeah, it
looking
was cool.
thing.
It was heavy, dense. It looked cool. It looked polished kind of. It was neat. Yeah, we discussed this rock.
Yeah, it had black
Veins.
no, this not I'm not talking about that rock.
Oh,
I was talking about the other rocks. They had black lava rock,
oh, yeah.
red lava rock. They had series stone. They had tons of dragon stone.
Yeah. Elephant
And
skin
they had,
stone.
besides the other one that Jason was talking about, they had another kind too.
Yeah, they had elephant skin stone. They had this pagoda rock or
Yeah,
whatever
they
the heck
had
it
quite a
was.
selection of
Yeah, they had a bunch of stuff, man.
stone and wood.
Here's another nice piece. Look at this.
But
Look at this. Look
I
at this.
noticed they did not have any. They did not have any bogwood.
Yeah,
What's it called again?
Malaysian trumpet or Malaysian
Malaysian
driftwood.
bogwood. Yeah.
Driftwood. Yeah,
Uh,
whatever.
yeah, isn't it? Isn't that becoming more rare or something like that?
Bogwood is rare because it's not hard to find. I mean, it's hard to find like wood that's been sitting in a bog for like eternity, right? To that point where it becomes, I guess, bogwood. It takes a while.
Well, isn't that what Malaysian driftwood is?
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I don't think Malaysian driftwood is bogwood, but there is. I don't know. I don't know honestly. Maybe
Because
this is the
Malaysian
next
driftwood sinks
frontier
right away.
in aquarium keeping is properly labeling our woods. We'll get species names instead of just calling them common names, right? Ooh,
Mm.
sorry, Monty. He was kind of checking that out when I did that. I scared him. Sir Monty. And this one, look at that. It's got a nice little. Oh, wow. Did I take the tag off of this one?
Uh, Eduardo says, "Okay, you got hardwood with
Got
no
some
pole
wood.
dancing."
Yep. There was
And
hardwood.
then Window Licker says, "Jason, you're gonna think about the rock all week and going to go back, and it's gone, and
I
it's
know.
going to be gone."
I know. But that rock was also $11 a pound or something like that. It was ridiculously expensive,
Yeah,
and it was really heavy. Like so, each rock was probably like 30 pounds. I don't know. It probably wasn't that much, but
yeah. As opposed to like the Dragonstone was
yeah, that was
what,
relatively cheap actually.
$4.99 a pound.
Even that was kind of pricey, I thought. But whatever. Prices have gone up. Yeah. So anyway, here. Oh, we gotta hide this receipt. Nobody can see this. And honestly, I'm just throwing the receipt out too, because there's no point. There's no need to look at it. You don't need to see that
Alashon
again.
says I'm not reading chat again. I need a re-education camp.
Yes, I agree with that. So when I was in that little dojo space, this one was it? This one and this one? I think it was this one. This one. Something they kind of came together pretty well. I can't remember how it went, but I'll have to play with it again. They were kind of nice. They fit together well. Kind of created a cool idea. See if I can figure that out again. I think it was on that edge. But whatever. It's got to soak for a little. So let's get it in the water.
Keith is saying that petrified wood is one of his favorite rocks.
Petrified wood is pretty cool. What is it? That fish place? That pet place? That there's that swap coming up from. I think it's the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County is having a swap in March.
Alashon said you would have broke your $50 record if you had bought that rock.
I probably would have easily. And I wasn't even really sure I was gonna put it. I just thought it was a cool rock and I wanted it. And I also have some cool rocks sitting over here I haven't even touched yet. And some rocks behind that door that I pulled out of other tanks, so I should probably lay off the rocks for a little while. Lay off the rock, man. Okay, moving on.
Lay
All right,
off the
let's
rock.
put water in this. You can look at the rocks. I'm gonna add some water to this so this starts soaking at least for a little while. Put it over here in the corner so it's out of the way. And then the wife can complain about this for months. Why are you doing with this driftwood sitting there? Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's just driftwood. I had this argument in my head, so now I how to respond.
Aquatic,
Right, whatever.
amateur aquatic addiction. I'm
Good
going
morning.
to be sad at work later.
Uh-oh. Why are you going to be sad?
Sick.
Because what?
But I live at work.
Ugh. That's not cool. But anyway, thanks for being here. Don't worry about later. Worry about now. Gonna fill up this little thing, some whatever water. Fresh water, I guess. I don't know what the heck I'm saying. Tap water. Monty is over my shoulder supervising everything. He's actually sitting on the washing machine watching me do this. Yeah, I think the stuff is pretty dense, man. It doesn't even seem to have budged. Yeah. So, but it is gonna leach a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna let it soak for a little bit. Probably do water changes on the bucket throughout the week. All right.
Yep.
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 Yep. Sounds good.
Tannins are good for tanks. I don't know what your obsession with tannins is, you know?
I don't have an obsession with tannins. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The only thing I have is I don't like it like, like fresh wood like that. It's going to leach a lot of stuff like right off the bat. So I'd rather it leach it into the fresh wood is going to leach into the the new tank, and it's just going to then I have to do a lot of water changes. I'd rather let it leach in a bucket for a week or two and then put it in the tank. You know what I mean? That's like less leaching. Okay, what else do we got? We got black lava rock. Now, I was thinking, because we were talking about the old saltwater vermitid snail problem, that maybe I swap out the live rock for this stuff. Get rid of all those snails, but I'm not sure entirely how I would do it. But I do know I'm going to need some lava rock when I do it. And I also have red lava rock from the other tank.
You said doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
You said
Doo-doo. When I doo-doo. Speaking of doo-doo.
Mark Sterlingson's there.
Doo-doo art.
Good morning, Mark.
So, yeah, we got that. And I got some of these, oh, hang on.
Chewy's here.
Good morning, Chewy. I don't remember what you just said before, Chewy.
Mark Sterlingson.
Yeah. Good morning, Mark. We said good morning already. I got some dragonstone. We're going to put this in a tank, or a bucket. Let this soak, because this stuff is dusty and dirty. And this piece. Ooh, that went up my nose. This stuff is really, I mean, it's cool. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is a manufactured rock. I don't think this is natural. And I believe how they make it is it's a fired rock, I think. And I think they mix like this clay in with the like the mold. However they make this rock, they pack it in with this clay and then they fire it, right? But the clay is obviously just dirt, so it dries up, but it gets stuck in all those
Patty
little
says I
crevices of
helped.
dirt, I think.
Patty says I helped him pick that rock out.
She
My
did.
hands were all over every hole.
Oh, Patty.
All over it in every
All right, let's
hole.
soak this in some water. We'll use hot water because
You know,
this stuff has
I
got
don't
dirt, gritty.
I don't believe your theory at all.
How this is made? You don't think this is a made rock? You think this is a natural rock?
No. Yeah.
Okay, well in that case, then how it was formed is I think it formed in kind of the same similar way, except it got mixed in with a bunch of dirt or clay and was rolled around, and all those pockets you're finding are air bubbles of clay that have been washed out since or need to be washed out and will wash out in the future. That's why as time goes on, Dragonstone gets more and more porous, like holes develop.
Mm.
Does that make sense? It's just a theory. I have no clue.
All I know is it looks pretty in a tank.
Do we have a geologist in the house? Tell us anything about this stuff.
Yeah, do we have a
Does
geologist
anybody
in
know a
the house?
geologist?
Can anybody verify if Dragonstone is a
Man-made.
man-made stone or a naturally occurring
Like I'm
stone?
pretty sure that red lava rock stuff that we get is actually man-made. I don't think that's actual lava rock. Like that's not like it's like
That's not the color of lava when
right.
it
It's like what is
dries.
that stuff? The white stuff that you use in planting potting soils and stuff. The little white bead-looking stuff. That's actually a mineral, and that's man-made too. Well, the mineral's not man-made, but how they make that is. I don't know. It's a good question here.
Hmm.
We need answers. Is Dragonstone a man-made stone? I wonder how many of these other stones are man-made too, like that pagoda, not that pagoda rock, that elephant skin stone. That looks kind of man-made too, honestly. Almost looks like it was made
Oh,
with like
for
concrete.
crying out loud.
What?
Have you made children? I mean, have you made people? I've made people,
I've made people.
and I am the leader of these people.
What are you talking about? Okay. This your manifesto? What is happening? What does this have to do with rocks?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Wow.
But your theory of all these rocks being man-made, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. All right. Anyway, we got it soaking in there. I believe I'm going to use this to continue the back wall of my blind cave. Whoops, we can't see that because angles. See, I got a bunch of dragonstone in here.
Ah, Keith has some Keith dropping some knowledge here. Dragonstone, traditionally known as orchid,
Aku or
what?
whatever, Akor, I can't remember how to say that.
Yeah,
Ok, Oko.
Oko
I
stone
got to see the word.
is
Yeah, Oko
is
stone.
a clastic sedimentary rock.
Composed of clay. What does that say? Clay,
Minerals and organic
minerals.
materials in commonly
Okay.
associated with
So it's a
Japan.
sedimentary rock. So it's definitely like what I said. It got mixed in with a bunch of clay, and those are clay but pockets in there
Yeah,
that
but
form
you
those
said it
bubbles.
was
I was
man-made.
saying that it could have been man-made, and that's how they were doing it. But obviously, nature can do the same thing, right? So I was wrong that it was man-made, but I wasn't wrong much in how I visualized this process happening in my mind.
Oh my god! And now I have to read. Um, Eduardo's comment before
Yes,
he gets a conniption fit. This rock is often mistaken to be man made, but
I see.
that's not true. In fact, Dragonstone is natural light rock composed of minerals and silt, clay, and organic matter
Coalesced.
coalesced, whatever that means.
Coalesced means to come together. Coalition.
So, are you happy now, Eduardo?
Yes,
Are
this
you
is. See,
happy
this is what we
now?
come here for. Okay, it's a clay-based mineral. Yep, just clay. So yeah, so that's why I guess it's crime safe. Uh, Clay-based. It's probably like well, pressure. It's probably what obviously made the rock. But there are pockets of clay in there that come out as like dirt,
He says you're
soil.
not as dumb as the man saying it's man made. She was referring to Keith. You're
I
not
don't
as
know.
dumb as the man saying it's man made.
Who's dumber?
You are.
I am. Hang on a second here. I gotta
Mhm.
make sure that just popped up. So let me mute that.
Um, and
And what?
Scotty said just clean it really good, or you can have a mess from all the holes.
Yeah, I like to let it soak, and then I rinse it real well. I usually what I did last time is I took an X-Acto knife and went through there and kind of dug into like those little crevices and got a lot of that junk out, which just makes the rock look a lot better in the long run.
Yeah.
So spending a little
Can you
time.
pressure wash it?
I yeah, probably easily. Probably well. I don't see the problem with pressure washing is a lot of times the stone starts flaking apart too because
Mm, mm.
it's very I'd say
It's not
brittle. Yeah,
dense.
it's a brittle kind of rock. It almost kind of shears off and like flakes off in layers. That's what made me think it was man-made. Is how.
And maybe just a powerful hose,
Yeah, I think you could definitely
you know?
wash it and whatever. Getting off the loose stuff is not a bad idea anyway, right? If it's just gonna pop off
Yeah,
anyway as soon as you touch it. So yeah, get anything
yeah.
loose, whatever. I would use a strong hose. Yeah, I don't know if I would pressure wash it though because I think if you hit it too hard with that stuff, it just just start flaking it off. If that makes any sense.
All these insults flying. It's really like we're still all together.
Exactly. It's like we never parted ways. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's do that.
And Keith was saying that howdy Silver Creek. Keith was saying that
Good
the
morning, Silver
clay
Creek.
settles and is not an issue really in the tank.
No, I don't think it's a big issue, but like I do not. Well, see, here's the deal. The tank we're looking at now, on the top, there's a bunch of dragonstone too. I have to move that in a sec, but give me 1 minute here. I gotta finish what I was doing here. Stop. Transfer.
And Eduardo says we know a lot of flakes, Jason.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, on the top of that tank there is a bunch of okay, cool. Problem solved. Let's get that moving. Let's go over here. Up top here is a bunch of
Silent
dragonstone.
aquatics, salient
Salient.
aquatics.
Exactly. Good
Can
word.
we pan out so I can see what I'm looking at there?
Yes. Sorry. How was that? Let me. Oh, where's my? That's the problem.
That's his cave tank.
This
That's a
is
90-gallon cave
this is
tank.
yeah 90-gallon blind cave tetra tank. You know I have a well, that works. I have the other camera too. The other camera's a better camera, so maybe we should use that instead of going for 1080 when we can go 4K. Let me swap. Let's put you over here. Let's put you Here. That was this big freaking rock right here. And that's a rock I can't put in a fish tank because that's just a rock I found on a job site that I thought was
Maria
cool.
says I have a full day of tank work ahead of me today.
Whoops.
13 water changes, and I'm gonna rework the discus tank.
Oh, I didn't realize it. Okay.
Sounds like a lot of work there, Maria.
Yeah, really. Good luck with that. Okay. This is a 90-gallon blind cave Tetra tank that I kind of made. I have a build on this on my channel, actually. Blind cave Tetra tank, something or other. I think it lists the scientific name of the fish. Anyway, it's one of the go to my popular videos. I think it is my most popular video, the blind cave Tetra tank build. And anyway,
Mm-hmm.
did Sculpey on the reinforced metal rods that are actually holding up. There's 3 of them. They look like stalagmite things. 3 columns holding up the thing. It's a piece of it's like backer board for tile. It's in the middle. That's what the actual like build is on. I used a pond safe foam to make the shape. I made like a little lip on the the top, and on the bottom I kind of shaped it up kind of like a roof of a cave, right? And then I have like Sculpey little
Mm-hmm.
stalactites that I stuck in the foam when it was still curing. And then I made Sculpey little stalagmites to the bottom, and the center one's got a crystal in it that has a light under it, but we can't see it because it's tanks lit. And the light's kind of burned out, so there's only like one LED working anyway, so it's real dim. You can only see when the lights are out, which is kind of cool.
Stalactites and stalagmites.
Tights and mites.
And when the stalactite meets the stalagmite, they form pillars.
Yeah, or columns. Yeah, pillars. Yep. So anyway,
Oh, columns.
Sculpey is a hard
And
fired
I
clay,
know a thing or
or
two about a
a
thing or
plastic
two.
that you fire in. It's not hard fired, I should say. It's a oven baked clay. It's a plastic. It's like a PVC, I think, that has a plasticizer in it, and when you bake it, the plasticizer gets baked out. I use stainless steel rods that I cut to length, drilled holes in the backer board, painted everything with this dry lock stuff, which is like a basement uh, masonry watertight paint thing, and then kind of
Thing.
made it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
paint.
it's a paint thing.
It's a paint, but it's yeah. And then, all right, my whole point was these dragon stones I bought from a while back, and I didn't know about the whole washing them and getting all the clay out of it. And every time I do a water change on this tank, clay bits come out and float up to the top, still to this day. And this stuff has been in the water for 5, 6 years. Not in this tank, but
Mm-hmm.
in other tanks. So, clay still
Mm-hmm.
comes out of it if you don't wash it real well. It's gotten better over the years, but I bet you if I pulled it out, if I shake it up, clay comes out of it. But I think that happens anyway. I don't think you can ever
Isn't
truly clean them
clay
all the way. I'm sorry, God. Isn't clay what?
isn't clay part of Dr. Kevorkian's anoxic thing?
First of all, Dr. Kevorkian is a doctor who's assists
I
with
know, I
suicide,
know, I
okay?
know. I just thought it would be funny if I called him
Yeah.
Dr.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely
Kevorkian.
funny. Good morning, Lady R.
What's his name again? Kevin Novak's.
Yes, yes.
Um, he's not a doctor at all, right? Yeah.
I don't know about if
Um,
he's a doctor or not. I'm pretty sure he's a doctor. I don't know if he's
yeah, but
I think he might be an engineer. I don't know if he's a.
does he have a PhD? Is he really doctor? Do you have a title, doctor?
I believe he's a doctor.
Dr. Kevin Novak's.
Doctor.
Anyway, yeah, but isn't clay part of his anoxic filtration system?
Well, clay is in
Higher
there.
clay?
Yeah, I think the reason that he talks about using clay in that whole anoxic filtration thing is because I can't remember what it is, but clay I think by itself has is either negatively charged or positively charged and attracts the opposite ion, right? So it wants to bind with stuff. That's why they use it as a lot of like aqua soils and stuff like that use a lot of clay too because I think it helps balance like pH and stuff. Well, yeah, I think that's
Mm,
true. I don't know how well true it is. I think it buffers it down because it locks with whatever makes it acidic or alkaline.
yeah.
Alkaline.
Mm,
I'm not entirely
all
sure of the
right.
science on this, so I just think
Okay.
that's what it is. So don't take my word
Okay.
for this, but I would definitely love to hear the
All
science
right.
on it. Uh,
Yeah.
I think clay attracts. I think it's the positive ions that make it. Is it the positive ions that make it acidic? I can't ever remember this. It's either the H plus or the OH negative. Which one makes it alkaline? Which one makes it acidic? I can't remember. This is where I can't. My brain knows too many things
Lady
and I lose
Rorschach
it.
is here. Good morning, Lady
Good
Rorschach.
morning.
And Carol Cox was saying, I don't know about Dragonstone, but lava rock
Mm.
looks a lot like a byproduct of the steel industry we
Mm.
used to call red dog.
Red dog. Is that like
Hmm.
slag? Because
Probably. I've never heard of it, but you know.
I know it does look very similar to like what we used to in this area we call slag, like and they would break it up. It's actually kind of like I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is
So
real
is
close to
that
Bethlehem,
the
Pennsylvania.
impurities?
Yeah, it's like
Isn't
whatever's
that
left over. Yeah,
it's the
from
impurities
yeah, I believe it is. And
of the steel?
yeah, and it would have a lot of it was like highly corrosive too, I believe.
Oh, it's so it's probably not the same then.
Mm-hmm. Slag was a byproduct of the steel. I lived like Bethlehem Steel was one of the biggest industries around here for like decades, and there's still a lot of slag that we come across sometimes, and like because they used to have so much of it, they would try to get rid of it, so they would mill it up and try and sell it as ground up stone. And a lot of places were using it. The problem is if you used it around
Mm-hmm.
anything that was metallic, it would eat the living hell out of it over time. So like water pipes and stuff like that that had like pressure in it, townships found out real quick that the pipe would degrade, and then you obviously have to replace the burst or whatever happened. Yeah, a little like slag is what she says. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a byproduct, right? Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there was a ton of byproducts. That was probably just the one they probably get rid of and use somewhere else.
Eduardo said lava is a rock formed from magma
Magma.
erupted from a volcano,
Yeah, but I think like this red
and
lava rock, I don't think that's actually
it's
like
an igneous
magma.
rock of volcanic origin.
Yeah, I understand that lava rock comes from a lava flow. Like this red lava rock that I got actually looks like real lava rock, right? Like I believe that this is actually maybe something that was like taken from a lava flow. Okay? I can buy that.
Mm-hmm.
This orange red stuff. I don't know. Dusty. This looks fake. And it feels fake. This almost feels like concrete that was dyed or something like that. Doesn't feel
I
as
don't know,
dense.
man.
So I don't know.
I
Can they manufacture
I
lava
don't know
rock?
either.
Otherwise, I mean, there's not this many active lava flows to be, mining this much raw lava. I don't know. Maybe there is. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, that's
Chewy was
the.
saying, considering steel is from carbon base and lava rock, I can see the similarities.
Mm-hmm. I was watching, dude. There's a couple mining channels that I actually watch. I don't know why I get into this stuff. And they were talking about how to get rid of, I guess, silver. This stuff is often found mixed with like lead and gold. and forms almost like this crystalline stuff that they call galena, and they break off. I mean, you find it raw ore has like galena in it, right? That's what they call it. It's like a crystallized mix of silver and lead, and then they heat it up, and then they add zinc to it because I guess the zinc binds with the lead and frees the silver. It's crazy,
Mm,
crazy stuff. All right,
crazy,
baby brine
crazy
shrimp.
stuff.
I change this up a
That's
little bit
why
how I do it, but oops.
prospectors used to use mercury to separate the silver and gold
Yeah, I'm sure there's
from
something in
when
that.
they
Yeah,
were panning.
yeah.
That's why a lot of our rivers are contaminated with mercury now.
Let's see. All that mining. Well, I know mining. A lot of that just frees up mercury because there's mercury in there with like the silver and whatever, the gold.
Greg's planted tank says the red has iron in it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So it's just like whatever byproduct. Kind of like slag, but I guess more iron in it than whatever the hell's in slag. All right. So baby brine. I started just using tap water. I used to save my when I do saltwater changes, I would have some leftover salt water, and then I would just use it in this. But since I set up those brackish tanks, my leftover salt water is almost none. So I started just using tap water and taking the, I just have a little thing of salt here, marine salt, and just adding it to my tap water. Seems to be actually working pretty well. Um,
And Eduardo said,
I haven't
sorry,
had any issues.
doesn't mean to cut you off, but
That's cool.
you gotta read Eduardo's comment right away, otherwise he gets pissed. So, Jason, not fake, it depends on the origin of the volcanic eruption location, as as if it was pulled from Asia, North America, or South America. Volcano locations determine the color of the lava rock.
I see. I see. All right. Well, not fake. All right. This tank is grindleworm or blackworms. I feed them mini algae wafers. They seem to love them. And then I harvest them every once in a while. I was actually thinking about maybe harvesting them. Well, actually, I'm going to do the grindleworms too, so maybe I'll feed. I got to feed my baddest, because my baddest don't ever really eat anything dried or not, that is not live. I don't know what their deal is.
Talking of which, we seen
The
some
tiger baddest.
baddest yesterday.
The
Tiger
black
baddest.
tiger. Speaking of which, you just reminded me. I want to look at this, because I'm pretty sure that was the species that was just like officially described.
I
Do I
don't
have
know.
that?
Yeah, but they
Something
were
about the baddest.
tiny
They
though.
were little. Where is that magazine?
They were like, I'm sure they were, you know, babies or something.
Stellar stargazers. Maybe not. Maybe or maybe it's not on the cover. Oh wait, there's other ones over here. Might be in this one.
And Eduardo says, "Love you, Patty. Thank you, Kirk, for following through on your amazing job."
What is going on here?
You're welcome, Eduardo.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I'll have to look around for this, but I guess it's not on the
I don't
cover.
think that Jason believes you still, though. I could hear the
Doubt. X for
the
doubt.
doubt in his voice
I
when
was.
he says, "Oh,
I'm pressing X. That's all I know. All right. Do we want to deal with worms? Yes. Can you see what we're looking at? Where is my phone? Kinda. Not really. Probably better. These are grindle worms. I have, what is it, 6 colonies, basically.
hmm."
Some of them were
You were
struggling.
and you were saying before I rudely interrupted you about you don't use salt water that you mix for your salt water tank anymore for your
Yeah, I just put tap water in and then add the salt into the tap water. So it's probably just, I mean,
And
we know my tap water's got a lot of minerals in it, so extra minerals.
so you think that this is better than using the RO water that you mix for the salt water?
It seems to be working just as well, if not better. So why go through the hassle? Turn the worms.
Mm. Yummy.
Yummy doing the worms. This is nasty. Anyway, I do the.
I think
Probably don't need to feed this, but
was
I'm gonna put another one in there just to make sure they don't. This colony was struggling. I put the food in between those two, and then I put a third one on top so that I just feed off of this, and I don't have to feed the stuff that's got the nasty food all melted on it.
mm,
Mmm. Mmm.
yummy.
All right. Well, this one, yeah. Let's feed, and then I will replenish. Let's go see the baddest. Gotta turn the light on. Hello, little baddest. There's two in here. They are definitely both males, which is kind of a bummer because when I bought them, it was supposed to be one male, two females, which I knew was a lie. But I tried. I had to try. Turns out I had three males, and I don't know if the other male is still alive. I haven't seen him in that other tank I put him in. I do feed the tank, hoping he's still alive. He could be just really good at hiding. They are very small. It is a big tank. It's a 20 long. It's planted. But he also might, you know.
He don't live under that leaf, that
Well,
fake leaf anymore.
the two in this tank, they kind of move around a bunch, so they kind of live wherever they want. And I just turned the light on, so let's give them a minute to decombobulate.
Decombobulate.
Decombobulate. You like that?
Mm.
I'm going to open this other one and see what the worm situation is looking like. Yeah, we can feed
Sometimes
this one.
I'm still decombobulating from while I'm on your stream.
Yeah, you're telling me, man. I was decombobulating when we went live. I was like, what is going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that I
Mm-hmm.
had to be awake.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Alright, I guess we can feed that to the tank next to it. So while we're letting them decombobulate, a sec, I'm going to feed the
And
worms.
Salient wants to know, so what is the big deal with everyone wanting to put leaves in the tanks
Well, you're
that I
talking
am
about
seeing?
the decoration leaf in the tank or actual leaves in the tank? Like actual leaves in the tank are there for creating tannins and whatever, softening water.
Infusoria,
Yeah, stuff like that, microorganisms.
snail, shrimp love to feed off of decaying almond leaves and stuff like
You know
that.
what else likes to feed off of decaying leaves? Blackworms. I put an almond leaf
Mm-hmm.
in my blackworm colony here, and it took like
Mm-hmm.
over a year for it to decay because the worms just ate whatever was breaking it down, so like it would never break down.
Yeah,
It took forever to break down.
I've heard this story a million times,
I
but
know,
I'm
but
not gonna stop you there.
exactly, this isn't for you, okay? It's not all about
But
you.
yeah, if that's what you were asking about, yeah, that's the reason. But
The decos,
the the deco
I picked those
is
up at the
as
Keystone
a hide.
Clash. Yeah, I picked them up as a Keystone Clash. They were a little like they were at the Tropica booth. They were there as like shrimp hides or whatever things, and I thought they would do well. I put one in the shrimp tank, I put one in my baddest tank, and I put one in another whatever tank is just like a deco. It's essentially an aquarium deco. It's like a plant hide or a fish hide. All right, I think I have fed all the worms here, so put these back. Put that back.
I know my shrimp love decaying almond leaves.
And for the record, this is what I feed the worms: is extreme bottom wafers. I have a whole bunch of these. Actually, I'm getting kind of low. I feed this one? No, but I should. I should at least put one tablet in here so that we got some fresh meat. Fresh meat for the worms. I also feed. I was feeding these guys like. I mean, they'll eat anything, pretty much. They like proteins though, so You want to feed them something with some protein. Like old flake food
Patty,
is great. Even like spirulina would probably work for a while because that's pretty high in protein, actually. Uh,
Patty said, just wait until Jason is eight. Just wait until Jasrin is 80. Just think how many times we gonna hear that story on repeat.
sorry, sorry, I didn't realize that everybody has been here before. Didn't know anything new. Okay, we're gonna let that settle. We'll see if the bat has come out. You know, oh, I see one in the back there. He's underneath all that moss. He's definitely eating. I don't know if you guys can see him. Next to that green rock on the left, or in the middle, but he's on the left of the green rock. Let's put this worm colony back. And we can feed. Well, we'll see if they come out. But yeah, there he is. One. The other one is. Remember the blacks? Okay, since we all know everything, so we've all been here, every single one. Remember that black spot? That was real black on him. It's not so black anymore. I don't know if you can see it. Let's close the lid. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to spook you. Let's see if I can zoom in. But that black spot thing that we did a little research on the one time.
Yeah,
Remember this? Does everybody
yeah.
remember?
It was like actual parasite or something.
Yeah, yeah, it was like that was what we came to the conclusion. I think was that it was actually a skin parasite or whatever, scale parasite.
Yeah,
Configure video.
that formed that discoloration.
Yeah, but it was essentially it was believed to be harmless to the fish, but it was like something that was transferred snail. It had to go through snails to get to the fish, I think. I don't know, some weird combo. Anyway, you can kind of see it's faded a
Hmm.
lot from where it was. It's gotten a lot better on both of them. So yeah,
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 yeah.
yep, yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
So he's gonna eat some
Mhm.
grindle worms. There's another one in here. I don't see him at the moment, but he's probably still waking up. Plus he get
Yeah.
there. Oh yeah, there he goes. Okay, the other guy's like, nope. How dare you eat? There they are. They're both right there.
Mhm. Mhm.
So obviously the one that doesn't look like a male is the less dominant male.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Maybe I should give him his own tank someday. Bring him
Yeah,
up.
so he can become dominant
So you can
of
become
his own tank.
a master of his own
You still
domain.
have the third one?
I don't know. I don't know because I haven't been able to see him and I haven't really dug around in the tank to look for him, but I do feed the tank like he's still there, so maybe.
Mhm.
I hope he's still there. I mean,
You
other
see that? You see how pale it's become?
yeah.
Wow, and look how fired up that other one
Yeah,
is. The
exactly.
dominant one is.
There was one day I came into the room and I saw that they were both fired up, and that's how I knew they were both males.
Yeah.
And I was
He
like, oh,
actually grew up here that day
yeah. He's like,
and
you know what? Stop bullying me. But he
right.
still gets pushed
Yeah,
around. I
you
should
should
separate
give
him.
him, you should separate them so that he can become king of his domain, you
I
know?
do have some empty 10-gallon tanks too. Looks like he's about to attack him.
Yeah, look at that.
He's like, you eating my
He's like
food?
dun
You
dun
in my house? You're
dun
eating my
dun
food?
dun 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 dun.
Little red hate machines, man. I'm telling you.
I know. They're so beautiful.
They are very cool. All right.
They remind me of myself so much.
Yep. Full of themselves and very little. Okay.
And beautiful.
And beautiful. Yes. Yeah, forget that. Moving on. This tank.
And
Let me get a little closer to this. Let's get a little close.
Robert's asking, what's the white algae goo looking stuff in the tank?
What was looking white is probably just the blackbeard algae that had the grinda worms like sprinkled all over it. So it kind of gave it like the white
Yeah.
haze, maybe. But otherwise, it's just blackbeard algae and sand, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see. Is this too much? What are we seeing here? We're seeing a 10-gallon tank. Off-centered. This is a blue dream colony,
Yeah.
and it's got
Blue dreams. You're a flounder.
yeah, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. Freshwater flounders in here somewhere. I'm trying to see if I can see any on the surface, but I don't. I can't even tell where they're at right now. Blue dreams are
Mm-hmm.
doing great. They're getting crazy. They're crazy blue, like dark blue. All right, let's
Crazy
feed
dark
these
blue.
guys. See if they come out. Give these guys some grinda worms. We all know what the black stuff is, Rob. Yeah, exactly, Robert. All right, we'll just do the whole thing. We'll lure them all out.
And Salient said he didn't know you had a saltwater tank.
Yep, little 40 breeder. It's got two clowns, a dotty back, and a algae blenny in it at the moment, and some corals, some snails, some vermitid
Mm-hmm.
snails, some aptasia. I think I actually just see too, which is great, awesome. Woo! More fun. But we'll struggle through that for a while. It's really, I mean, it's a different animal, I guess, but it doesn't seem to be like incredibly hard.
Okay, KJE said, I know someone in PA messaged me the other day looking for shrimp. Message me on Facebook. I will give you their contact info if you're selling.
Oh yeah, really interesting. I don't know if I am selling, but maybe.
And Sketty Noah, thank you. Hello to everyone.
Let's put it this way, I'm not
Enjoy
selling
the.
yet. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
had what in. Uh, Thank you. Hello to everyone. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Morning is not my thing. See you later. Take care.
Right on, Sketty. Thanks for being here.
And Mikim says, I miss my pair of Scarlet Baddis I had 5 years ago. Stopped breeding them since I had already sold enough.
Wow.
If anyone, if ordering some now, it's
Uh,
hard to get hold of a female.
yeah, that's the problem, right?
Exactly.
That's the.
You are right.
All right, we see one of the
You ain't
flounders
kidding.
popped out. He's on the left there, in case you're not seeing him.
It is very hard to get hold of a female these days.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I actually wouldn't mind getting a female. It'd be kind of cool. All right, let's leave that there for now. Let's see if the other one comes out. Oh, you can't see it because I got the
Hmm.
stupid words over it.
Yeah.
Whoops. Thanks for telling me that.
Up there it is. There it
There's one on the right
is.
too. I just saw moving. Yep. There he goes underneath the heater. Or whatever
Right.
that
Yeah.
big black blob on the right there is the heater. Covered in
Yeah. That
blackberry
big
algae.
blob of blackbeard algae.
Yep, that's a heater under there.
Dun 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 dun
Last time I had
dun
four
dun
of these
dun dun dun
guys.
dun dun dun
This
dun dun.
past week I've only been able to confirm three. Saw three yesterday. I saw
Hmm.
every time I ever see, I only see three. So maybe I lost one. I'm not entirely sure. Or he might just be living in the back. You
Yeah.
know, that's his
He
domain
might
back
have set
there.
up shop in the back.
Yeah. So I might have to go hunting around for him to see if I actually still have four or I don't know. I don't know.
Those little doormats, those little
They look like I always
tongues.
think they're like Muppets. They always look like Muppetish to me, like something you put in like a Muppet show.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a sea anemone?
Mm-hmm.
I do not have a sea anemone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have. I think that's Aptasia actually is what I have. I think that's an enemy like, but it's not as cool.
Uh-huh.
I could be wrong. Cane Corso going on. So who else knows a king? Was it Color Guppies? He knows a lot about that stuff. Cane Corso's a dog, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
I know you don't know. Mastiff, yeah. Anyway, so what we see is that a no? No. We got that one moving on the left. The other guy went behind the heater. Whales coming? They take a little while to get, like out and about. Remember those little scrubbing bubbles from that commercial? Remember those? Mm.
Um.
That's what these do. Zoom around room. Mm.
Something. Jeremy was just saying that there was these people breeding Baddis and had females. Ted and Judy did tour in YouTube for reference, and it's called Tristanstopical fish. Trans
Oh, I see it.
trans
Tristan Tropical Fish. Tristan's Tropical Fish. Wow.
All right, yeah,
Wow.
that.
It just jumped on me, so I lost it. But hang on, there it is. Tristan's Tropical Fish was breeding his own badass and had females. Ted Judy did a tour on YouTube for reference. Sweet. Is that flat thing swimming in the side of the tank? That's the freshwater flounder. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah,
We're here for this.
freshwater flounder.
He's going off the camera though, and we're really zoomed in. Maybe I should just move the camera and we get a better look at him. But yeah, there are other things to accomplish today besides watching some flounders. Oh my God, it's already 10 after 15. What the? Already an hour and 15 in almost. We haven't done anything. Oh, shouldn't say
And
that. Oosh, yikes.
Vinay said
Vinay is
Tristan
here. Good morning.
sells a lot on Aquabid.
Very cool. Did I pull the cord out of this? Are we frozen? Nope, no, we're not frozen. I see some movement.
So maybe you can go on Aquabid and pick yourself up a couple of female Baddis.
I should actually, because I've been thinking about that. That'd be kind of cool. What I'd
Yeah,
really
that
like
would
to
be
do is
kind of
get some
cool.
threadfin rainbows and get some females of them. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
we're
like the
gonna hit
baddest, but
that
I don't know if
place
I want
in
to do a whole baddest breeding project thing because I have at least three males. Well, I might only have two, but I have at least two males.
we should hit up that place in you know what I'm talking about. You know.
The one with that lady,
Yeah,
Penargil,
that place. Yeah, Penargil.
Elite Menagerie, I think is the fish store. We definitely need to check that place out.
See if she has some threadfin rainbows.
Well, she had some. She had. Didn't you have some? You had some threadfin rainbows.
I have two males.
Okay, but I don't think she. I think
Yeah,
she'll
two
have some
males.
males. Yeah, I have to check. Oh, I mean, it can't hurt to ask her. But we definitely need to go to that fish store and check it out because I think that would be cool. Sounds like it's a
Yeah.
neat place because I see her listings that she has on like band and stuff like that. She's always posting on that, and it seems very. She gets a lot of cool stuff.
KJE says he has dwarf neon rainbows available and CPDs.
All right, I hate to be annoying, but I would love to know where Jason was able to find that tiny tank that he was putting the grundle worms in. I could use one. You mean the black worms? This tiny tank over here? That tiny tank?
Yeah.
That's a black worm colony, but it's a 2.5 gallon tank, and I got it at Petco. It wasn't exactly cheap for 2.5 gallons. I think it was like $20. It was kind of expensive for how small it is. It might not have been that much. I think it was only 15. But I went in there during the dollar per gallon sale, just thinking that all the tanks is back when the dollar per gallon sale was going on. And yeah, the guy
Yeah.
there, I was talking. I talked. I don't know. The whole point of the story is the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll give you $1 per gallon on that." So I got it for like $5, two
Mm-hmm.
and a half bucks,
So
I
it's a
think. So
5 gallon tank.
it's a 2.5 gallon tank, but I think I got it for $5. And I got the
Well,
five
that's
gallon
not a
tank for
dollar
five.
a gallon
I
then.
know. I do remember getting that cheap.
You'd have paid $2.50 if it was a dollar per
That's right. I
gallon.
probably did, but it's a 2.5 gallon tank, and they're not cheap. Well, I mean they're cheap, but they're not cheap for 2 gallons. Let's put it that way. They're relatively cheap. I think I
Yeah.
have another one sitting over here that I bought because I think I was going to do something else with this. Yes, this is. Oh, I do have another one.
That really
This is this.
small tank we seen at the
Is this the same
aquascaping
size?
shop
Yeah,
was
this is the
really
same size.
cool.
This is a 2.5 gallon. It's like an
Oh
Aqueon
yeah.
tank. They sell them at the Petco's or whatever.
Oh yeah. How much did you pay for that?
Probably $15. I don't think I got a
Mm-hmm.
deal on this one. I don't even know. I thought I was gonna do something with this.
Roberts is saying he has four of the 2.5 gallons.
Yeah.
They are expensive, $25 a tank.
Okay, is that what they are? I remember them being not cheap. Like not cheap for what they were. The 5 gallons are probably a
Yeah.
better deal, but that's it's a 2.5 gallon Aqueon tank. You get them at Home Depot. Why does he keep saying Home Depot? Petco. Oh,
And Jeremy says he sold a ton on he sold a ton 2.5s for $1 to $2 each.
really?
Pavs. Pavs. What's pavs mean?
Say what?
PAVS.
PAVS. I don't know what that means. I don't even know. I don't even see this comment. $1 to $2 each. I don't see the
Pavs.
PAV. Oh, that's probably some
In beginning.
something Aquarium Society. I don't know what PV is. Potomac Valley.
I don't know.
Blue Neon Gobi's crazy fired up right now. He's attacking the other one. Probably separate them. Might have a dead Gobi. Oh, is he really unhappy with that guy?
Salient says, how often do you guys feed your fish?
I should probably back off some of the feedings I've been doing because I've been kind of overfeeding. But I try to do it every day. I do skip twice a week, so I guess every third day I skip something like that. So
Hey,
I'll go.
Debbie's here from
Debbie
across the
Aquapets.
pond. Yeah.
All right. Good morning, Debbie. We see that guy?
Potam- Pot- Potomac Valley Aquarium Club. Color Guppies just said it.
Got it. Cool. Any 2 to 3 gallon
Pop.
container would do. Mason jars, yeah. PVAS could be so much better. Can we see this? We can't even see the fish, can we? Okay. I'm still looking to see what, because my feed is behind. Oh yeah, you see him there on the leaf. See how blue he is? Holy cow. Can I move this a little bit further? I have something blocking this. This is why I can't move it. You know what we need to do is deal with this lighting situation. underneath.
Yeah.
I have to.
Very glary.
Yes.
Very glary.
I have a new light. I got one of those.
You have a new light.
I have a new light. I guess we can talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk
Talk
about it.
about this.
Hold on. We swap cameras. Now that we got Blue Dude out, like he's. I have two gobies in here. They're both blue neon gobies. This guy clearly has a problem with the other guy. But look at how blue he is.
Mm.
Nuts. Are we still seeing this? Yes. Okay, cool. I think this camera's still zoomed in
Yes.
too, so let me fix the zoom. Configure camera. Yeah, we are zoomed in. Doop. Okay.
Doop.
Doop.
Doop. Yeah, he is really fired up.
Angry. Angry at the world.
Mm.
He's tired. This poor Monty. Oh, Monty.
Yeah.
Squeeze you. Alright. What was I going to do? Switch cameras. That's why I went in there. Switch cameras. Okay. The 33 long rainbow fish tank. I took the light.
Most of us little guys usually are gorgeous, Patty. She says, wow, gorgeous little guy.
Yeah, he is cool. This is my 33 long rainbow fish tank. I used to
Yeah.
have a light, two shop lights mounted up underneath here. Instead,
Mm-hmm.
what that did, like, it created a whole lot of glare in the room, first of all. So I got this Haiger 4-foot light, I guess is what it is. I have another one. I bought two. Here is the one in the box. Extendable aquarium light, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, it's like $60 maybe, I think. Maybe less. I don't remember exactly. I can look it up. This is the 46 to 52 inch Spectrum A, or 32 watt full spectrum. Okay? That's what's on this tank. We're going to see how it works. It's not a whole lot of high tech plants in here. Basically, crypts. Some
Yeah.
dwarf sage. Some onion plant, but I don't even know how that's going to work out. We'll see. And that's about it. I need more plants. There's a couple of floater in here, but I don't know how well those are doing. They were, what is it, water lettuce? It's over on that side. See it in the corner.
Debs is saying she can't stay long. Got to take daughter to A and E. She has antibiotics from doctor Thursday, and she's still not well.
Oh,
So heaven knows how long we're gonna have to wait.
that stinks. Not fun. Sorry that's happening. Nothing like not being well, man. It's not cool. Well, I hope
And
you.
Patty was talking about me when she said, "Little gorgeous guy."
I hope your daughter feels better. But yeah. All right. So that light is cut down on the glare. I used to have some buse under here that I was growing emerged. I have since. I got a new router. I got a new modem, I should say, and router combo. And
Mm-hmm.
the new router modem combo, when I set it up, I knocked off those lights that we got from the Karen, the president of the Lehigh Valley Aquarium Society. Remember those lights?
Yeah, used.
Used lights from her fish room. They were decent lights, not
Mm-hmm.
bad, not bad. But
Mm-hmm.
they cut out, and I can't get them back. I can't get them to connect back onto the network. And I've tried like a million times. Actually, there was a lot of lights I was not able to connect anymore, and I don't know why. Like most of my like
Yeah,
whatever.
you should have given me them like the Karen lights.
I know, I forgot. But I will take them out of where there are. and get ready to give them to you.
To see if I can connect them to my thing.
But
You know.
the lights haven't been working for like a week now, so I figured I should at least get rid of the plants that were under the light so that they don't die, because they're not getting. I mean, I don't think that's new. There might be enough light. I don't know. Doesn't seem like enough light. But so I put them in a tank. Put them in the blind cave tetra tank as best as
Uh-huh.
I could. And I got rid of
Yeah.
this tank that was sitting here, which is probably for the best anyway. I don't need it there. And I'm pretty sure these
Yeah.
things will live under the lights in the room, so I'm going to get rid of the light that's on this tank because all it's doing is creating algae in that tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And there's already shrimp in these sumps taking care of stuff, so I don't need lights over the sumps. And it's just creating glare in the room. So that's going out. So we're going to have this light, which is I believe this is my original Aqua Sky. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Let me get the snips. Whoa. Let me not stick that up my butt. Alright, so there's going to be some. Let me tighten my belt so there's no cracking. What are we looking at here? Okay, we're over there. Maybe I need to switch cameras.
Vinay says Jason sounds like an 8-month warranty I received on a light.
Yeah,
Still salty.
still salty, man. I don't blame you. Yeah, that was what you got, that Higer light, right? One of the Higer ones. So Vinay's had a problem with those killer guppies with the Higer lights. Well, it wasn't a big problem, but it was an issue. He had the light for about 8 months, right? And it just went dim. I think is how it went. And then it was still technically under warranty, I guess. Contacted the guy he got it from. I think he got a little blown off by that, which kind of, would tick anybody off. And I guess he ended up solving the problem by changing out the power supply. So I think, from what I've heard, some of these Higer lights, the power supplies go quick. But if you have an extra power supply, or you can get one, save the light, I guess.
And
But still,
Salient was saying
not good customer service,
the
honestly.
cost. Salient was saying the cost would be massive, but the whole fish room on Aqua Sky lights would be badass, controlled from one app, all programmable.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? I have I have some. I had like, this is the original Aqua Sky that you couldn't even use an app for, right? This is like the 2.0. I think it had like a controller you could buy. I bought the controller. It was the cheapest thing on earth and broke. It was like, oh my god, I can't believe I paid money for this. But this Aqua Sky has grown a lot of plants. I'm going to tell you that. So it is a decent light. Fluval Aqua Sky. This one's the 2.0. I have the 3.0 on my saltwater aquarium, actually. That's what's on there, is the Aqua Sky. That's a nice light. Peplin was the one that told me, like, check out the Aqua Skies. They're a lot cheaper than they were a lot cheaper than the Planet 3.0 lights, and they were probably just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
But I think now, since I think Fluval kind of caught wind of that and raised the price on the Aqua Sky, so it's not really that much of a deal now. But the Aqua Skies are nice lights. They have different controls over the. I guess I could show you guys that. Because, where's my phone? Somewhere right over there. I do have the Planet 3.0 light, and I do have the Aqua Sky light. There's a little bit of inception. Stream within a stream. Does that really look like? Jesus God, why are we looking at this? Alright. Blue ball. Bam. Smart app. Let's close this. Those are all the Fluval lights I have.
Go ahead. Carol Cox has a question. Since you keep brackish tanks, have you tried breeding a mono shrimp and nyride snails?
No. We were talking. I was talking with somebody about that the other day, and I am pretty much set up for that. And it was definitely an idea, so I might look into that. And I do have like 5 mono shrimp, and some of them seem to be buried all the time. They just never drop, obviously, in fresh water. So I have to look into this. It's a possibility, Carol. Not a bad idea. Anyway, can we see this? Because I can no longer see what we can see. And I know you gotta wait 45 seconds to see it, so I'm gonna sit here for a second. Anyway, this is the app for the Fluvials. I have 4 Fluval smart lights. On the
Mm.
55, on the bottom of these 20s over here, on the saltwater behind me.
For
Most
a
of them,
dumb guy, you got a lot of smart lights.
yeah, well, I need things smarter than me sometimes. Fresh and plant, and this is the Aqua Sky Fresh and plant, and this one's a smaller light, obviously. These are the long ones. Anyway, we're talking about
And
this one.
before I forget, Carol Cox, the second question. Since you have BBA, have you tested for phosphates?
I have tested for phosphates. Well, we were testing this whole system here. I actually have phosphate removing pads in here, and we've had, I haven't done that in a while, have we? We haven't tested this tank in a while. We could do that. We can talk about this, Carol. Remind me. Remind me about the phosphate question. Anyway, let's talk about these lights while I'm here. Anyway, these are all the different settings you can use on the Aqua Skies, right? You can turn different colors up and down, set different like overall colors. I think you can get like the storm mode and all that stuff like that. Moon, different phases of the moon. I don't think there's much more. You can do the auto, same settings as the planet tank lights. But the difference is the adjustments you can make on the lighting. I mean, the connect to this. Like these are the
Moon
colors you
Boots
can
wants to
change
know,
on
do
the
Amano shrimp eat boogers?
maybe. Uh, these are the controls that you can change on the planet tank lights. You got the pink light, the blue light, the cold white, the pure white, the warm white. You can set them 0 to 100%. On the Aqua Sky, it's a little different. The Aqua Sky, it's just basically uh, main colors, like these colors you can set, and you can make them up or down, and it's a little more basic.
Um,
It's red, green, blue, and white are the colors you have, but they're decent LEDs, so I keep them on
Window
pro.
Licker saying the coop lights are more for a show tank or plant farm.
The coupe lights seem to
You
be
could
very
go
similar.
broke. You could go broke doing a fish room.
Yeah, I can imagine that. The coupe lights seem very similar to these Higer lights. A little different, but they have very similar features. Like I'm sure, well, the big difference I think of the coupe lights is they got better LEDs. I'll give the coupe lights that. From what I've seen, I haven't tested any of these lights. I haven't seen any personally, but just looking at the pictures, it appears that they have more LEDs, more white LEDs, just pure LEDs, like the decent ones. Whereas this is a Higer light too. The Higer just has let me turn this on. Whoa, way too bright. Can I cycle this? Yeah, okay. This is all the. I don't know if we can see this. Where are we at? Okay, yeah. All the LEDs are on right now. There's white ones, blue ones. I don't know how much of that we can see because it's kind of washed out. But there are blue and red LEDs on this. Whereas I think the coupe lights have a whole lot more LEDs and they're all white. And I think you can adjust the intensity of them. This one's just the blue and red. This one is just the white. And then that's all of them. And then you can turn them up and down. Right, and I think that's all the coupe does too. And it's on a. Then you can set them on their own internal timers, right? This thing has the up and down, switching the color of the lights, and
Nano
then
Aquarium guy said it would be cool if the Fuvo connected to the internet or home controller instead of just Bluetooth, like the regular Wi-Fi lights
yeah,
bulbs,
I agree with that because that
and
would be
get
cool.
at the home you get at the Home Depot.
Yeah, and then you could just customize the light schedule like even more, I guess, if you could do that. And that would be great because that's one of the complaints I have about those Fluval lights. If you can tell, like most of my fish room lights are on except the Fluval lights because most of my lights every day. My lights come on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, at least on these racks, right? Most of the lights come on at 1 o'clock. However, on Sundays, I stream at 9 a.m., so I like the lights to come on at 9 a.m. Well, I set a schedule for all the lights that I could set a schedule so they come on for my stream. The ones I can't set a schedule like that for are the Fluval lights because they only work on a daily, like a 24-hour schedule. So if I want to turn those lights on, I got to manually turn on each one before the stream, and that's the big pain in the
Mm-hmm.
ass. Not like, I mean, you got to turn them on manually if you want them on. Otherwise, they only run a 24-hour schedule. Midnight to midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas most of the other stuff runs, well, a lot of this stuff, but you can get smart plugs like the Casa timers and stuff like that. You can run on schedules, like 7-day week schedule, right? Monday through Friday it does this, Saturday and Sunday it does X or Y, right? Let's turn that back to auto.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
So
Very
while we're down here,
educational.
well, we're learning some things, right? I don't know. I don't know what we're learning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn that light on just so we have more light down there. And let me get back to the stream.
And Window Licker said no timer on coop lights,
They have like their
but
built-in
it does
timer, right?
ramp up. It does ramp up when it turns on.
Oh, I see. So they don't. I thought they had like that
They
dim
don't come
feature,
on
like
at
hang on, like. All right, let me talk about how this works. And I thought this is how the coupe lights work, and that's what I was under the impression. Maybe I'm entirely wrong about this. This thing has a built-in timer, right? It's this little thing that looks like a clock. When it comes on, all right, let's turn it off. When it comes on, if I have the timer set, it will run, I think that says 3 hours, 6 hours, and 12 hours. Okay? So at orange, it's running, it'll stay on for 3 hours, and then it goes into it doesn't go off, it goes into like a real dim mode. Right? So the LEDs are still on, but they're really, really dim. So they don't really produce a whole lot of light.
really, really.
Really, really
They're
dim.
really, really dim.
Really, really dim.
Really, really.
So, and then you can set that for 6 hours, and then you can set that for 12 hours. So it'll be on for 6, 12, 3, 6, or 12 hours, and then it'll go to dim for the rest of that time. And it runs on a 24-hour schedule. So it will come on at the
Mm-hmm.
same time tomorrow for 3 hours, and then go dim for the other 21, or 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
or 12 hours, depending what you have set. I thought that's what the co-op lights did, or something similar to that. I could be wrong. I don't have a co-op light. I haven't
Window
tested it.
Licker says it's no built-in timer.
No built-in timer. Okay, that's interesting. So they want you to use like whatever a Casa timer or something like that, or a secondary
Probably.
mechanical timer.
Jeremy says Casa timer
Casa
is
timers are
20
nice.
bucks.
They're not bad. I have a bunch of them. I have 3 of them in this room, and I do use them. And that's what controls the racks. Is there's a Casa timer for the top and a Casa timer for the bottom. But oh yeah, oh yeah, that's an idea. Oh yeah, there we go, man. If I take that light out, that is the only light that's on the on the Casa timer that's on the bottom. So that whole Casa timer and light gets freed up. Mm. Then I have options. Then I have a Casa timer I can use somewhere else. I likey. I likey this. Well, let's get that light out of there. I
Mm-hmm.
freed most of it. I gotta.
Uh,
I gotta.
he said Danbury Club next month has a speaker talking on DIY LED building.
I'm gonna tuck my shirt in my pants. Yeah. I'm preparing.
Did you hear that?
What was this? Sorry.
Danbury Club next month has a speaker talking on DIY LED building.
Nice. Is that something that's a web thing, or you got to be in person? Because I think is that Danbury, New York? I'm guessing, or Pennsylvania? Because there is a Danbury in Pennsylvania, and that's a haul. I'm pretty sure Danbury, New York's probably a haul for me too, actually. But all right, let's get down on the level there. We got to get down.
Greg's Planted Tank says only thing adjustable on coupe lights is brightness.
Okay. But it doesn't. I'm assuming it remembers the brightness when it comes back on, so you don't have to obviously go bright, and
I think it does.
because
I
that would
think
be
it
annoying as
does.
hell. I wouldn't. All right. Well, that's interesting about the coupe lights,
And
I guess.
he said, nope, take your ass there. It
Okay.
could be in Carmel, New York.
Okay. Mount Carmel. I had a interesting speeding ticket thing happen in Mount Carmel, New York once. That I don't know ever would have. I might
Oh,
actually have an open warrant in New York for like the last like 20,
oh,
30
jeez.
years.
Are you gonna tell us this story now?
Yes. I got pulled over for speeding in New York, going through New York to Vermont. I was visiting. I was with a friend, and we were going somewhere, right? And the cop pulled me over, and he gave me like the ticket, but the ticket said that I owed $0 on it. And whenever they sent me something in the mail, it said that I owed $0 on it. So I'm like, okay, I never paid it.
Well, how are you gonna pay zero
$0,
dollars?
exactly. How
You
do you
know?
pay $0? That's kind of where I was at. What did I do with the snippy snip? Here it is. I gotta free up these cables. Oh, yeah. I don't want to cut the cables,
And
so cut the wire. And the what? Who?
I hate stupid people. Steph is
Hey,
here.
what's up, Steph? You made it. Made it in time today. Okay, we got this freed up. Gotta free it from there. Apparently, I zip tied the living hell out of all this to hide all the wires. Free that up.
Wire. What they call that? Wire.
Cable management.
Cable
Wire
management.
management. Yeah, same idea. All right,
Yeah.
I need to put my
I
headphones
have.
off because I need to.
I have zero cable management.
Yeah, I actually kind of. I tried. I try, but I seem to be failing miserably because I just see wires everywhere from here. So I need to take my hat off.
And
I need to take
window
my
lifter
earbud.
says yes. It remembers the settings.
Cool, 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 cool. All right, I'm gonna be incommunicado for about 3 seconds while I look to see where all these wires are going. So I'll be right back.
Okay, you do you. Let's hope he doesn't show us the cracking. You know what I mean, people? Nobody wants to see that shit. Nobody wants to see that shit. And Steph says I'd rather have all red settings for my fish, my catfish.
All right. This was obviously this has been destroyed, but this is how you used to control this light. It would have a if you had the controller, it would IR sensor, which apparently I stepped on or crushed at some point. But the light still works.
Ugh.
It's a nice light.
Mm,
I am going to
yeah.
reuse this somewhere. I just don't know where.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I.
Yeah.
If I want to cut the glare down, I need to get that light off the light that's on these two tanks, these 20 longs. That is a Fluval planted light. Maybe I just
Moonboot
drop it on a
says,
tank.
what happened to the tank that you put the dirty underwear in? Did it help your plants grow like we expected?
Wait a minute. I don't think I put any dirty underwear in. Any. Wait. Don't accuse me of this. We might have discussed it. I don't think I did. I definitely didn't do it. Whoa. Okay. So I have no results to report because it never happened. At least that's my story.
And you're sticking to it like you did to your
Yeah,
underwear.
like my underwear. Oh, all right, we're off the rails again. Jeez, I don't know. I didn't. What the heck are you talking about? What underwear did I stick in a fish tank? I didn't. Didn't happen. Did not happen. All right, the other plug is over
The
here.
other lights are flimsy plastic parts. The coupe light is metal and glass, built to last
Yeah, it does seem like it's quality. It
and
does seem
water
like it's. I was
resistant.
gonna say it's probably watertight. Yeah, that's the one that we want to do. Oh, that turns my bowl on too, doesn't it? Does it? How does that work? So this is turning on a power strip is what it's doing. Okay. Maybe we need to leave this timer here and just unplug that light. Maybe we should move that light onto one of these tanks.
Moonboot says, yeah, you showed your skid marks and we all laughed.
Oh god.
Guppy says, my dirty underwear will grow a forest. No shame here.
Mushrooms. Oh. Yeah.
No shame.
Apparently, I don't remember this. So I don't. I believe this happened. I don't. I mean, obviously, but I know it wasn't underwear. It's hilarious. That's all I got. Oh, here's the
Eduardo
plugs.
said thongs in tanks is the new streaming TikTok.
That's absolutely hilarious. All right. Okay. Too funny. All right, we can unplug that there. Got the barrel jack. Let's keep this in my hand. Okay. Got the plug. Got the light.
Greg's Planted
Screw
Tank
that up.
says Corey tried to make a 3.0 killer, but unfortunately left out the best thing about it,
Yeah,
the app.
the whole customizability of it. I mean, it does seem like it's decent light to grow some plants. Honestly, it's. I think, yeah, if you got the obviously the light on a timer, and the right correctness, dimness, or whatever you needed, it probably good. I mean, the LEDs do seem decent. Like I think it has a lot of the
Mm.
similar, like the bright full, like whatever they 1 watt LEDs or whatever the heck they are, half a watt. I don't know what they are, but that really is
Yeah,
determines
but
how much
I
power
don't
is
know if
put out
Corey
to how much
really
light power.
developed that. I don't know if Corey really developed that, especially for. I don't think he developed it for planted tanks,
Maybe you know what? I should get one.
especially. He developed it for showing off your fish, growing
Yeah, easy plants, stuff
medium,
like that, medium, easy
easy
plants.
plant.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. I agree. I mean, but I think the LEDs are. I think it's a good light. Honestly, I think it's a great light. At least on what it looks like. I got to get one. You know, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, I think everybody should at least try one. You know what I mean? I'm
All
not
right.
saying you should go out and buy aquarium coop lights for all your tanks, but
No, this is what we're gonna
I
do.
am anxious to try one like in a planted tank and see how it,
This is
how it.
this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm taking this Aqua Sky light. I'm gonna move it onto either this tank or that tank because it's the perfect size for that tank, right? I'm gonna get one of the aquarium
KJE.
co-op lights that are the same size, and I'm gonna put it on the other tank. And this is already on the Casa timers there, and they'll be on the same thing, same light, boom, 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 and I'll test it out and see how I like it. It's a good idea. Then I can free up this light, put it on. Well, what can I put it on?
Um,
I got. Well, I have. That's a planted tank. I can.
KJE says
I got.
Corey's trying to dupe you all.
I got a 75. I could throw that tank on, that light on. But I was. I don't know. It was all right. A lot of
Robert
that
says
wood.
hopefully the lights are better than the sponge filters.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I mean, the sponge filters are okay. They work.
Now I'll tell you what.
They
I'll
work.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. If you're looking for something to pull the particulates out of your tank, do not get the core aquarium co-op filters,
Yeah, it's too coarse.
sponge filters. But if you are just looking for something to
Biological filtration, a
keep
little bit of chemical
biological
or
filtration
mechanical.
in,
Yeah, a
it
little bit of
is
mechanical.
it is yeah. But
Yeah, they're not bad.
uh
They're not bad. I talked about this. Was it last week? I talked about what the big issues I have with it are. Is that the stupid air
mm,
stones keep falling off
yeah, yeah.
every time you like they got it. It clicks together, and when that little
Yeah, that
snap
seems
happens, the
to
stupid air
get
stone pops off. So you're constantly fighting a
yeah,
battle
that
where you.
seems to get you pissed.
Yeah, that drives me up the wall. Um, I guess I don't need to run air stones on them. I think one of them actually took off the air stone over there, just cause, and I have the valve, like it's on a bleeder valve or whatever. So just kind of tone the valve down and that works. So maybe I'll start doing that. Just take the air stones off of them. But then that makes less fine bubbles. I kind of like the finer bubbles. I think that oxygenates. I think that actually
Greg says
pushes water better too.
it is as bright as a 3.0.
I'm sure it is. It seems like a bright light. So I
Yeah.
think we're going to test it. But I do think I'm going to take this 3.0 light off of this rack over here. Where are we? Let's go back this way. 3-point low light is attached to the rack up here. I don't. I was there. I wasn't really ever happy about it. It works. It just creates a lot of glare in the room too, so that kind of makes filming anything hard. Uh, I have a 75 that I can, and I do want to get the lights off of this. To see, I gotta figure something out here because I have these are Phoenix lights. Yeah, the whatever the ones that the 24/7s or the Stingrays. I can't remember whatever the cheap ones are. Those are Phoenix lights. I have Phoenix on this tank, and that tank up there. That one is some. I think it's a Higer, maybe.
Um,
No, I don't know what it is.
KJE sells us. Keith said I sell sponge filters. Do not need a airstone. Just saying.
Yeah, those are the. Are they the Aqua Tops or what kinds are those? Those are decent. I think I'm gonna start slowly going
And
back to them.
good morning, Peplin. Peplin's here.
Morning, Peplin. What's
Good
up, dude?
morning.
Just talking about you. Talking about you and
Good
your Aqua
morning,
Sky
my
lights and how you turned me on to them. But they're probably
You
not as
turned
cheap.
them on, Peplin. You
Turn me
turned
on.
them on.
Okay. So I guess I got to take that planet tank light off. Well, I should probably wait on that until I actually have the other light, right? Because then one of the tanks
Hmm.
is not going to have a light for until I get the other light. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But
Make
what I should
him
do.
back after taking a groceries purchase order from an old man I'm helping. From a old man I'm helping. He gave me his Apisto Panduro a year ago, and he once bought home bettas from Thailand. He's now keeping shrimps and rasboras.
Wow. That's cool. That's like one of those OG hobbyists, man. Those guys are the coolest.
Hmm.
Those old guys creeping around their fish room for decades. Come out every once in a while and be like, look what I have. And you're like, holy cow, dude, what have you been doing?
Uh, Vinay is saying, as a breeder, lights are not as important to me.
Yeah.
Planted tanks are a different story.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. As a breeder, whatever, who cares? You just want lights or whatever lighting, general lighting you need to get your
Yeah, you
job
go
done,
to
right?
Home Depot.
Exactly. But the whole part of the idea of doing these tanks the way it is, they were kind of like show tanks, you know what I mean? So it's kind of making them look. Obviously, all I'm showing is algae these days. But I'm trying. I'm trying, people. But
Yeah.
some plants, some seem to be doing all right, better than others. Like some of the algae, it seemed to be coming. My experience is a lot of this algae comes and goes. Like it just takes a long time for the. As long as you keep maintaining the system, like this, like the blackbeard algae in this tank seems to be going away. Like it's getting slightly better. I think as long as I keep staying up on the water
Big
changes.
Shrimpin, aka Steve C. Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning, Big Shrimpin'. What's up, man? I believe I sent you. Did you get your stickers, man? I hope you got your stickers. I think you said you got them. I'm pretty sure you got them.
Peplin saying, I like my breeder tanks to look good, to look nice too.
Yeah, you don't want. I mean, they don't have to look horrible. I mean, it all depends on what you want, what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and what you care about, right? Some people care about aesthetics more than other people. I wonder if I can find
I
that
tell
baddest
you
in this
what,
tank.
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
If there is a baddest in this tank, I would be very happy, but I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, everybody gotta do them, do you.
Do
Do
you,
you.
man? Do this rock and see if we can
Paul
find him.
Sotero's here. Happy Sunday, fish
Hey, what's
nerds.
up, Paul? I don't think the baddest is in here anymore, man. Honestly, I think he's the way of the woolly mammoth.
Uh-oh.
I don't
That's a
see anything.
shame.
Yep, I don't see anybody.
Yeah.
I think he
I
would
have
have.
not had luck with Baddis at all.
I don't think he digged this tank, honestly. I think this.
Couple of times I got Baddis and they have not survived
Well, the
for
2
me.
and the 10 are doing fine. This guy was doing. I kept moving him around a lot too, so I think that didn't help.
Eduardo said 7 billion peeps in the chat and only 38 likes. Please
There you
smash
go.
the like.
Hit that like button, people. Help me out. And if you haven't,
So that fishy man does not sing.
yeah,
Exactly, people. If you don't smash that like, I will sing.
there you go. Let's hold the chat hostage. You better like it.
Al Wet Socks.
Good morning, Al. All right, I'm gonna take this light off the rack though, but I'm gonna put it on the tanks. So let's do that. Jesus. Sorry. I didn't realize it was gonna drop that hard.
Paul said, I think Jason would be lost without BBA.
I miss it. I would miss
Kind
it.
of like not having Kirk in his ear.
It just wouldn't be right, right? Something would be wrong. Oops. I guess I should move the plant from underneath to over it. Okay. Like that sound of glass scraping on glass. Sounds great, doesn't it?
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Eduardo says,
Oh.
take it off, Jason. Take
Took it
it
off.
off.
Took it off. There we go. I'll leave it like that for now. Actually, it's not too bad. I might have to turn the intensity down because it's kind of bright. Um,
Mm.
Here's all my assassin snails. There's only, I think there's
Uh,
only one
so
or
what?
two that are alive there. There's a couple dead empty shells. There's Habrosis, of
Assassin
course. Yeah.
shells?
Yeah. I guess we can get closer.
Mm.
There are, I think the one on this thing is alive, but I think these other ones, I think that one might be alive. One of these, two of these are dead. But there are other assassins in
Yeah.
here. There's a bunch of them. I obviously don't know where they
You
are,
think they've bred
but
for you?
possibly. I think some of them have.
'Cause apparently they only have like one baby at a
Yeah,
time or
that one
something like
baby.
that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this upside down one is the one that's not alive, and I think that one back there in that red rock.
Do the sniff test.
Well, I think they're empty shells now, man. They've been in this tank for a long time.
Yeah, but still, sniff it. Let
Okay,
me see.
let's sniff. This guy dead?
Do the sniff
Yeah, it
test.
is an empty shell. Wait, is this empty? Holy cow! Can't even see.
Sniff it.
Hang on, let me get the light. Wait, that's not the light. This is the light. Smells like nothing.
Okay.
Smells like
Yeah,
an
but
empty
you didn't
shell.
do that in front of the camera, so we don't really know if you sniffed it or
It's true.
not.
You don't really know, do you? Here, let's do this. I'll put it in the sand. Well, here, I'll put them right here in the front, so we know. I'll stand it up
So if so you know if he moves.
like an ice cream cone. There we go. How about this guy? Now that guy is alive because I can see his. Is he alive? Hang on.
Is the thing he sucks the flesh out of
I'm pretty sure I see that. I could be wrong. Yeah, he's definitely alive. So we'll put him here. I can see his little antenna sticking out. He wasn't happy I
mm.
did that either. I think this guy's alive. Nope, this guy looks dead. This is dead. Pretty sure this is an empty shell.
You think they eat each other?
No, I don't. I don't think they eat each other. Unless they're like, I mean, obviously they're starving. They might have put that in there like that, and we'll see if he pops alive. I'm pretty sure that's an empty shell. This guy, what are you? You're alive. So we'll put you over here. Whoops. I don't want you upside down or anything.
I noticed when I put mine in the tank, the shrimp were like all over them. They were like, "What is this?"
I don't see any others right now, but those, I think those are two dead. I think I put 6 or 7 in here because I emptied them. I took them from another tank when I broke that tank down, and I put them in here. Oh yeah, that one's already moving. So is that one. Nope, he
Chewy
just
says,
fell off.
Chewy says the sniffer is quicker than the eye.
I don't know. My sniffer doesn't work so well these days. It's like I lost. I don't know. I lost the
Uh,
sense of smell, like taste, smell. It's kind of. It's not
Eduardo
like
says,
fully
Jason,
gone, but it
stop
is definitely
touching
not the way
them.
it used to be. I don't know
They
what
are
happened to it.
assassin snails and they will kill you.
It will kill me in my sleep. All right, so we have that light. We're gonna have to maybe over the week when things start calming down. I will work on getting this tank empty. Like this is the next thing that's gonna happen is this 75 gallon is gonna get rescaped and reset. And I'm either probably going to put that planted light back on it and maybe do a planted tank.
Oh, so is that what you're gonna do with all your rocks and wood that you bought?
Definitely the wood. The rocks are probably destined for somewhere else. I think the Dragonstone's going in with the blind caves because I was trying to build a wall in the back there to kind of look like the Dragonstone stuff. And obviously Dragonstone's not the cheapest stuff on Earth, so I was kind of doing it over time, buying a couple rocks here and there. So eventually that wall will get built. And then if I ever break the tank down, I got a million freaking Dragonstone. It's not bad to have. I'll probably do some rocks in here. I don't think I'm gonna go with the lava rock. I think that lava rock is probably gonna go the black and red lava rock. I don't know. That might be going in the saltwater tank once I figure out what I'm gonna do with these vermitid snails.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You with me? Follow me?
Yeah.
So we'll be probably do the driftwood plants. Might have to look at. I know KJE gets a lot of plants in. Might have to put an order in, Keith. Use my
Yeah.
discount.
Apparently, Keith also has assassin snails and
Oh yeah.
nyrite snails.
This tank has I haven't put a light on this tank for a while, and I've left I took the heater out. I've left the filters running. It's filled with Malaysian trumpet snails, or at least it was. There's one right there.
And Keith says more plants coming in tomorrow.
Blackroot algae. But hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. The dog is trying to kill me. Okay, sorry. Excuse me.
Eduardo says, I feel itchy, Patty. I think I'll go plant and fish shopping.
Nice.
Well, Eduardo, Keith's getting in an order of plants tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean?
I've left the light.
So
Obviously, I
there.
haven't left the light on here. The blackroot algae. I think what the
Use your
snails are
12%
consuming
off discount
is the
code.
dying plants, the dying algae. So I think the cycle is probably on life support. It's probably like minimal from whatever the waste that the snails are generating. But there's probably still a cycle going. I took most of the other
What
sponge filters out. I
kind of
left
rock
one in
are
it.
those?
That's lava rock. Red lava rock.
Okay.
And I have some scattered out throughout here. There's also pull
Yeah.
filter sand and eco complete because I was going to plant this tank until I learned that ball
What
of
part of
sharks
the
will not
world is
let
your
any
red
sharks.
lava rock from?
I don't know. I think Eduardo was the one
Which
that was the
determine the
geologist.
color of the rock.
Yeah, depending on the lava flow it came from. Well, the reason I thought some
Mm-hmm.
of that stuff is man-made is because the bottoms of these are flat, but I guess they just cut them flat. I thought they were made like that.
Yeah.
And they always have a hole in them, and that's drilled. Obviously, that's a cord thing. That,
Uh-huh.
you know. I'm sure there's some holes in natural lava rock, but not like that.
Uh-oh. Keith is taking off. He says he's hungry.
All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. All right, what time are we at here? Oh yeah, it's after 11.
11:03.
Okay, we're in overtime. But I don't have anything, so I'm gonna untuck my shirt because I think I'm done crawling around on the floor. Check this out. I don't know if I put it on my community tab, but this Anubias flowered for me.
Yeah, you did. You did actually.
I did put it on my community tab, but that doesn't mean everybody saw it. You assume too much, man. People have lives.
You said you don't think you don't know if you put it on your community
No.
tab,
Okay.
and I am
I'm sorry.
just confirming that
Okay.
you did.
Okay. You are correct. I did put it on my community tab.
It looks like it's giving somebody the finger.
Well, that's one interpretation, I guess.
You know?
It's like he's making a speech at the Keystone Clash.
Micken says, my experience is the Helena assassin snails sure can wipe out the Malaysian snails if just given them some time. Great, because I got a
Yeah, I
shit
have.
ton of
What's that?
Malaysian
Malaysians,
trumpet
yeah.
snails.
There's one of those rainbow
And
darters.
when I feed my pleco, you know, I just all I see is a enormous amount of Malaysian trumpet snails just moving on the food.
Yeah, yeah. I had when I got those assassin snails, I put them in a tank that had a lot of Malaysians in it, and yeah, I don't know if they entirely wiped them all out, but I think they were definitely like gone, like like
Mm, mm.
decimated the colony. And I think maybe one or two assassins like bred. Maybe I might have had like over that period of time like another one or two that were babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't I don't think they're
Patty
live bearers.
Patty
They
says
might be, but
Patty says the bloom looks like a little pecker.
yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of what it is, isn't it? It's the flower version.
She says it looks like a peace lily bloom.
It does. Very similar.
Mm.
I don't think it can pollinate underwater. Obviously, I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, it's probably it can probably only pollinate when it's immersed.
Yeah, maybe you know what?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna
Because
end up.
don't Anubis grow like at the side of the rivers where it will be underwater part of the year and above water part of the
Yeah,
year?
I think it's one of those that can be emergent growth, right? And that flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But something obviously triggered
Yeah.
it to flower.
Because I've seen people use it in
Maybe it was a light schedule.
terrariums or something like that, you know?
I bet you that's what caused it to flower. Because I
What?
mean, remember we moved these tanks. How long ago was that? That wasn't that long ago. A couple months maybe.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And when I moved them, I set them on a different light schedule. I set them on a light schedule for the rest of the fish room. That was on this timer was set to it. So when it comes on at 1,
Yeah.
whatever. And I think that might have triggered
Mm-hmm.
the flowering cycle because the light changed. And obviously these grow
Yeah.
slow, so it probably took that month or whatever it is to send up the flower.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plausible theory. Problem is, like,
Yeah.
I get a lot of this, like, whatever that. I guess it's some blackbeard growing on there, but it's more like the green spot algae, I think, and then the blackbeard grows on the green spot algae. So that's what happens to most of these
Mm.
leaves. They just get covered in like green spot algae, and I think it happened a lot when I had the planted tank light, the Fluval light on here. I switched it out for one of those Phoenix ones. Phoenix ones is not
Finish.
so much, but it still happens. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
if
Maybe what
cooler water
you
is
ever
doing it.
tried taking it out and spraying it down with peroxide and
Mm-mm.
then washing it off and or doing a bleach dip on it?
No,
Just 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 curious, you know.
no, I haven't done that, and I'm not sure what would eat
Vinowski,
green
good
spot
morning.
algae. That would be
Vinowski.
good morning, Danoxky. I don't know what would eat green spot algae, if anything, but it
Mm,
does form a lot on this glass, and a lot of the plants sometimes get it too. So maybe I gotta adjust the light schedule a little bit
mm.
better. And that's the stupid guy
Uh,
who got stuck
get
on
a
my
nyride
python the other day.
snail. Get a
Yeah,
nyride
I've
snail.
heard that. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how true that is. And
I
then I
don't know
turn green
either.
spots for white spots. There's one of those little
Yeah.
rainbow darters. Those are doing good. They're doing just fine in this tank. I've seen all three of them, whatever, throughout the week. Here, there's one there, and the other two over here. One, two. The babies are still in the other tank. They're still growing up a little bit. I think They probably be okay too, but they're still kind of little, and I'd be a little worried about them. They seem like
Mm-hmm.
they're like real small, like runts.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully they grow up a little bit more. Not there's less fish in that tank.
What's that? Your
It's like a grow out 10 gallon and a half going for them. I had all five of them in there, but I took three out because I think they were bullying
uh
the little ones.
oh,
I think
okay.
they needed more space than 10 gallons is what I'm kind of was getting at. So I put them in a
Mm-hmm.
75, and they seem to be doing just fine. They kind of stay away from each other, or when they see each other, they kind of chase the other guy off. Kind of like that just happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up what you're laying down.
Yeah. Feeling me, dog?
Yeah.
These guys think they're getting fed, so they're all like freaking out.
Yeah.
My
They're
goldfish.
all freaking out.
This guy back there, Mo,
Mo is the one,
that got stuck
the
on the python.
infamous goldfish.
Yeah, he's the one that has the black
Mo
mustache. Or the
Mo
black.
is the infamous.
Yeah, he got stuck in the tube. Luckily, what I was doing is I usually set this python up kind of in between the mast
Oh,
on the
I'm
ship.
sorry. I accidentally deleted Chewy's.
Comment.
Yeah, nitrates and lights. Sorry, Chewy. I didn't mean to do that.
Here, I can view it. Whoops. Nitrates and lighting. Dot dot dot. Can I undelete it? No.
I don't know.
No. Sorry, Chewy. But it says nitrates and lighting.
Sorry, Chewy.
Nitrates and lighting. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it, Chewy. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever.
My bad.
Anyway, this guy got stuck in the python. I stick it in here and just kind of like I start the python with the faucet, but then I usually turn it off and let it gravity feed while I do some other stuff in the fish room. That's what I was doing. And I look over and I saw him swimming around near the bottom of it. I'm like, is he gonna go up that stupid tube? And all of a sudden I saw him swimming up the tube. I'm like, you dumb idiot. And I set down what I was doing because I was filling another tank at the time, so I kind of stopped that, whatever. And by the time I got over there, he was starting to go at the tube. I'm like, all right, let me get the camera on this because this is gonna be interesting. That's when I filmed it. By then he was
Mm,
all the way up the tube, trying to like, oh, what's up here?
yeah. But I don't appreciate you calling him a dumb fish. That's
Bad.
just because he's a goldfish doesn't make him dumb.
Let me go slap him on the nose and tell him he was bad. Don't do that again.
Maybe he's derpy, but he's not
Derpy.
dumb.
No, this is a derpy fish.
What?
This. I know it's going to take you 30 seconds to see it.
No, yeah, I see it. I looked at the wrong screen.
This is actually what we determined.
A
Its name.
derpy fish
His
looks like.
name is Derpy Fish.
Uh, what is that? Is that an orange?
Yeah, it was supposed to be my son made this when he was in like elementary school. I think
Oh, okay.
it's all dusty. Home. Whoa, just drop the tongue. Tongue's been broken off, so the derpy fish's tongue used to stick out like this. He made this in
You gotta
elementary school.
stick
This
it
used to be,
back, man.
yeah. I mean, just kind of rest it there. But this was a clownfish, is what this was supposed to be. You can kind of see it.
Uh, okay.
The heck is in his
I
mouth?
agree. Very derpy looking.
There we go. There's some dust in there.
You don't throw nothing away,
Ah!
do you?
I really should glue that. I'm gonna break that tongue.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is like one of the things like your kids make you. You got to keep forever.
I don't know about that.
That's why you know. That's why I'm a better father than you are.
You say so.
It's one of my most prized possessions right there. The derpy fish. Come on now. All right. I don't know what else we have. That's it.
Brennan's here.
Hey, what's up,
Good
Brennan?
morning, Monst.
No.
I almost called him monster. You know what? his nickname in
in
high
high school.
school.
Yep. That's funny. I gotta blow my nose, so hang on. Apparently, I had a sneezing fit. John McKenzie's here. Good morning, John. What's up?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's it. That's all I got really for now. I mean, we could do a million other things, but we're
yeah,
running
but
out of time. We're
yeah,
already over time. We're out of time here. We should probably
yeah, we're out of time.
we're out
We're
of
out
time
of time.
and out of touch.
Plus, I'm also getting a little hungry myself.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Could go. Yeah, could eat. Could eat. I haven't eaten since we had lunch yesterday, which was like a late. Dude, that thing filled me. I didn't eat. That was the only meal I had yesterday, actually. Well, I had that
Yeah,
donut in the morning. But yeah, that was good, man.
yeah.
Some gyro.
I
Oh,
had two brownie cookies
ooh.
from
I could go for brownies. I
what do you
have
call this thing?
I have the fixins.
From
I
that
have eggs.
pizza place, Domino's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They have brownies there?
brownie cookies.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's like it's good,
Good
sweet,
stuff.
nice.
Good and nice.
Yeah,
Good and
not
nice.
special though. They're not special.
No, yeah, just
They're
good.
not special.
They don't need to be special.
Yeah,
They just need to be good and nice. All
yeah.
right, we're gonna sit here and talk for another minute. I'm gonna check this mop for eggs. Cause that's the only other thing I gotta do today is check my mops. I've been gathering cyanodorsalis eggs yesterday. Is that yesterday? That was.
Nano Aquarium guy says it's nice to keep those when the kids get older and you can show it to his
Yeah,
friends and embarrass him.
exactly. Well, that was one of his favorite movies when he was a kid. Was Finding Nemo, and that's
Hmm.
kids go through that phase. Watch movies like endlessly, the same
Patty
movie.
says I need to go make some cow patties.
Good luck, Patty.
I don't know. I am leaving that one alone.
Yesterday I was
Uh-oh, guess who's here?
Uh
Guess who just came in the back door?
oh. Uh
I'm feeling much better today, everybody. Thank you.
oh. You gonna tell me who it is, or are you gonna guess?
503 Aquatics,
Oh,
man.
yeah, Shanna. She was not
You're
doing so hot.
supposed to guess,
Sorry, Shanna. I'm glad you're feeling better.
dumbass.
Oh shit. Almost dropped that egg. I was trying to say that
Mhm.
yesterday I went to
Damn
gather
right.
from this mop and had discovered that apparently they were crazy in it. So I got like a dozen eggs out of this yesterday.
Yeah.
So today I might not find so many, considering I didn't feed the tanks last night because last night was their fasting night.
So
Mostly
they
because I got home
probably
late.
munched on some
Yeah,
eggs.
they probably ate some of their eggs. I found one so far.
Oh, yeah, because you went out after you went out with us. You
Yeah,
went out with your real
my real
friends.
friends. I, I
You heard
forgot to
that,
tell them.
Patty?
I forgot to tell them that my fishy friends are jealous of my real friends. My real friends are probably
Patty,
jealous
you
of my
heard
fishy
that?
friends too.
He went out with his real friends after he went out with us, Patty.
Well, we just play games basically online. And because I got home so
Mm,
late, I didn't actually drive
bet
down
you
there,
play
so
games.
I telecommuted.
I bet you play games.
Did we're playing some Dungeons and Dragons, like the nerd that I
Hmm.
am.
You play games with people's emotions.
Yes, I use them to my advantage. Come on now, I've only seen one egg here.
You didn't mention to people that I drove down by you very early
Very early.
Saturday morning
Saturday morning.
to help you uh take a tank out of your trunk and put it inside.
Yup.
A
And
tank which you acquired for somebody else.
yeah, for Skipper. Skipper has been on the hunt for a 75-gallon aquarium for a long time. Now, when I moved these 75s that we're looking at right here onto that rack, I freed up my stands. and I have two 75-gallon stands that I didn't need. Skipper obviously was looking for a 75-gallon and a stand, so I was like, "Hey, I got the stand for you." He's like, "All right, cool. I got to find a 75." I believe it was. I'm not sure if it was. I think it was Scotty the Fish Freak is the one who got the lead on this fish tank 75. Somebody that owns an aquarium maintenance business uh, has a customer that had a 75 gallon. Well, they wanted to upgrade it. They bought the 70. I guess they set up the 75 gallon for the guy, and he's like, "Well, I want a 90." He wanted a bigger tank, so they swapped out the 75 for the 90, and they had an extra 75. I think Scotty got wind of this, gave Skipper the info, and said, "Oh yeah, it's up near you in Pennsylvania." Well, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but Pennsylvania's a pretty big freaking state. And Skipper was nowhere near this guy, but I was. So I called the guy Friday. This happened. I was planning on doing it Saturday at some point, but I talked to the guy Friday, and he was like, boom, 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 bang, 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 and we ended up meeting like 2 hours later, and I had a fish tank in the back of my car. But because my wife was having back issues and stuff like that, she obviously couldn't help me lift anything. So it's not like it was real heavy. It was just kind of awkward for one person, and I didn't want to break it. So Fishymon, like the good friend that he is, jumped in his car, popped out of bed. Well, popped out of bed and then jumped in his car. He came to the rescue because I didn't want it sitting in the trunk of my car until whenever I meet Skipper. That's probably gonna be 3 weeks.
Yeah, and your wife couldn't help you because
Nope,
you like
but you
you
could.
put her back out.
I know. I threw her down the steps. She didn't like that. That was a running joke here for a
Patty
while.
says next time I'll I'll pick you up, Kirk, so we can ditch his double D ass.
There you go.
And then TJ said, Patty, he did jump up from the table awfully fast,
Did I?
didn't he?
I did.
He was first out, now that you mention it. Now that I think of this.
This is my Gertrudes. Trying to get eggs from
Yeah,
them.
stop trying to change the subject. Stop trying to change the subject.
About what? What happened now? I left her. I left first.
We're your second grade
Oh
friends
yeah, you're my. Yeah,
compared to
exactly.
your real
My
friends.
real friends.
Your real friends. We're your false friends.
I didn't. First of all, you're the one that's been labeling this. I never said this. You said this. I think you're just jealous. I'm just jealous I got other friends. Is that what this is? Well, I mean, I have known them for eternity. These people.
Yeah, like you're that old. Eternity.
Well, it seems like it.
What, you know them since kindergarten?
A couple of them have known since high school. Well, middle school actually. That's a long time. That's like 40 years right there. That's a long time to know somebody, dude. It's not nothing. And then a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them for when the other rest of them when I met in my 20s. So I've known them for 20 years. 20, 25 years. Doesn't mean I like them.
Wow,
You
you
know,
probably say the same thing about us when you're with them.
it's how friends work, you know.
You,
Sometimes you're
you,
like, you know what, I'm sick of you.
you
I'll see you in a little while.
you probably say the same thing. You probably said to them, "Oh yeah, there's this guy, Fishymon. Oh
Well,
my God,
I mean, come on. This
I
is
can't stand him."
every Sunday. I think, oh God, at least I got another week. I got to deal with this guy. Nah. Come on.
Yeah, it's 11:23.
Is that what you're trying to say? You want to play D&D with me and my friends?
No, I'm not a gamer.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's on paper. Man. This isn't like a computer game. Well, we do it through via a computer just to handle dice rolls and stuff. But
Yeah, TJ says,
it's
I'm
pen and
just
paper, man.
saddened that we are I'm just saddened that we are secondary friends to the Dungeons and Dragons friends. We are clearly the cool kids.
Well, I mean, I'm hanging out with you guys right now, aren't I? I spend more time with the cool kids than I do with the the, the nerdy kids. Cause I'm more cool than nerd.
And Patty asks, "How's the seaweed yarn tank doing?"
Yeah.
Oh
Five,
no, that she asked that to
I was
503.
gonna say that's
Sorry,
503 question.
not
Yeah.
you.
I don't have a seaweed yarn
Yeah,
tank. I have a seaweed tank.
mm,
Well, a tank with some. I guess that's some sort of seaweed. I don't know what the heck that is.
green hair algae
Well, no,
blowing
that.
in the wind.
Oh, there's definitely green hair algae blowing in the wind. But there's seaweed kelp. I don't know what that is. I forget. I got it from the fish store.
Patty
The
also
guy gave it to
says,
me.
"I know, like we're below the nerds of D&D. In the nerd
And the nerd
heritage
hierarchy is that word.
hierarchy,
Hierarchy. Yeah.
first nerds are above these people.
Fish nerds. I'm a fish nerd.
Fish nerds.
Fish
Oh my
nerd.
god. Yeah, I'm a
Trying to
fish
find my
nerd.
Blenny. I don't see him anywhere, but that's probably a good thing. Wait, is that him? No. No, that can't be him. Is that him?
I'm a fish
The other thing
nerd.
is he's really hard to see because he blends in really well. See if I can see him anywhere. I don't see him. That's probably a good thing I don't see him though. That means he's hidden. Unless he dies in there and then he's gonna rot. That would suck.
Patty says, "Oh sure, he gives us 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning, but
That's what you guys
you'll
get.
never see him on a Saturday night."
Saturday night, man. Woo! Look,
Oh my
playing this
gosh,
game
what
for.
was all of that?
I was playing this game back in the day. When the when I guess it was when D&D and the devil were involved. The OG Hellfire Club.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Not seeing this dude.
Paul says, "Is Kirk really a cool kid?" And
That's
TJ says, "Paul,
a good question.
Paul, I can confirm Kirk is definitely a cool kid." Well, I'm more like a cool old man than a cool kid.
I was gonna say he's definitely kid sized.
You're so funny.
I know. I can't, dude. It's too easy. I should stop those. It's too easy.
Yeah,
That's
it
low hanging
is way
fruit,
too
dude.
easy.
That's it. You know, it's true. I gotta do
It's
better.
not even funny
You're right.
anymore,
It
you know?
isn't.
It's
It's just
everybody knows it. I'm short.
we get it. We get it.
Hey everybody, I'm short. I'm a short
You should
guy.
have a card with you. You could just hand out to people when you meet them. Hi, I'm Kirk. Yes, I'm short.
And I know I'm short, so save the short jokes.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep them for somebody who doesn't think they're short.
Yeah, like Kirk.
I already know I have embraced my shortness.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this guy, but there is a big hole down there. Oh yeah, the story of this Blenny. This is kind of interesting. This is funny. At the store yesterday, they had all this like whatever base rock or whatever they call this stuff. They had a couple rocks in the tank, and the Blenny was hanging out around the lot rocks. Well, I was like, oh yeah. And we talked to the guy. I was like, I'm gonna get this Blenny. Okay, he goes to catch it. Well, there was a hole in the rock that was like the perfect size for this Blenny. Went right in the hole, and they couldn't get him out. I had like said, yeah, bag him up, whatever. I'm gonna go look at some other fish. And I came back like 20 minutes later, and they still hadn't caught the guy. He was still in the rock in the hole. I'm like, oh my god. And we're sitting there looking at him, and he would poke his little head out, and as soon as anybody moved anywhere near the tank, he went back in the hole. I'm like, all right, let's give him a little time. Let's give him a little time. Actually, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do I see him down in that hole? No, that's the dotty back down in that hole. Okay, I do see a fish in that hole, but it's the dotty back. Okay.
Yeah, the infamous
Sure.
Blenny
Yeah, so anyway, they tried
lawnmower
luring him out
Blenny.
with food. We put like a whatever mysis shrimp cube in the tank, and he's just kind of looked at everybody and just like, yeah, no, I ain't falling for that. And then whatever, 10, 15 minutes later, they got the owner, the old guy, pulled him out of the bag. Yo, we can't get this fish. So he comes out, and he's like, all right, all right. He starts mixing up food, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, they just tried food, man. It didn't work. And he's like, oh, it didn't work. Well, let me get the turkey baster, and we'll try and like spot feed it. I'm like, well, why don't you just take that turkey baster and squirt it in that hole, and it might force him out. The guy's like, hey, that's a good idea. So he takes the turkey baster and he squirts it, and as soon as he squirts it, the little blenny goes shooting out of the hole because he didn't like that water being shot in there. And I'm like, get that rock out, and that's how we got the
Mm,
blenny. Long story short,
yeah.
it's
That's
fun.
like that's almost like you guys gave the rocket a douche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, I was gonna take the rock, but at some point, but the guy's like, we got copper in our system, and that'll kill any of your snails or inverts. And I have and
Yeah.
corals,
And you
and I
don't
have
want to
all
kill your
three,
your
and
nice.
I wouldn't mind
You
killing
don't
the
want to kill
vermited
your nice
snails.
fancy snail. Yep.
What?
You don't want to kill your nice fancy shrimp that you just got.
Exactly, and the snails, because some of the snails are pretty cool. I got that whatever the bumblebee snails in here, and I got the Nerissus. I don't even know how to say that thing. He's a pretty
Uh-huh.
cool snail, but you never see him until you
Yeah.
put food in the tank, and he like pops out of the soil and goes running right for the food.
Yep. That's what Robert said. When in doubt, do shit out.
Douche. Yeah, so he was definitely cool with hanging out in some crazy little crevice. So that's probably where he is right now. And I'm just trying to see which crevice he was picking, but I can't because I don't see it. Well, hopefully he comes out sometime. I don't think he's going to starve because there's plenty of algae. I have to feed this tank
TJ
less.
TJ says, Paul, I hung out with him, Patty, Jason, and Maria yesterday. Kirk's coolness was on full display. Thank you, TJ.
Wow.
At least somebody gives me recognition.
Wow. Is he going for the brownie points? I mean,
And we also got some really cool plants from TJ.
yeah, we did. I put him in
Some
that.
trips.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that. I put him in that my 33 rainbow tank. I put him in there in the one corner. Yeah, he gave us some crips. I guess he got it from his club. Some crazy good like
Yeah.
bag. I mean, it was like a bag. We had a baggy a plant bag deal going on in the parking lot. An old school drug deal.
Yeah. We each got a baggie.
TJ was handing out baggies of herbs or plants in the parking lot. I wouldn't say it's an herb. I wouldn't eat that. He was paid to say that. Exactly, Patty. All right, man. I don't know. It's 11:30 now. We've been screwing around for a while.
Yeah.
So maybe we should get
Yeah.
out of here.
It was really great hanging out with you
Yeah,
guys.
it was a good time. Should definitely do that again. There's that swap at that fish place coming up in March.
Yeah.
That's March 25, I think. I think
Yeah,
that's the
I
date.
think that's definitely doable.
Patty's got Crips floating. Maria's these guppies. Is that what that says? Am I reading that right? Floating in a Maria's guppy tank. Yep, there you go. Beads, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Patty got some shrimp from Maria.
He was handing out Ziploc baggies of plant material in a parking lot.
Yeah. Very suspect. Very suspect.
Oh yeah, a little sus. All right, folks. Thank you all for coming. If you haven't hit the like, hit it on the way out. That would help me out. If you haven't subbed, that would really help me out. Anybody lurking? You guys, I love you. Hit the like while you're here lurking. If you're not gonna
Yep.
engage, at least
We love you,
come up.
lurkers.
Yeah, and anybody watching the replay, you know how I feel about you. You guys are my peeps.
Replay crew.
Replay crew. All right, folks. Thank you, thank you. We'll do it
We
again.
love you.
Got anything next week? What we got next week? Nothing much. Groundhog's Day is gonna happen sometime soon. This week,
Yeah.
Thursday.
Hope.
Will
Yeah,
he or
I
won't
have a
he?
feeling he's not gonna see his shadow this year.
Prognosticator of prognosticators. Punxsutawney Phil. It's also my son's birthday.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah. He's turning 20. He's no longer a teenager. Holy cow. Mm.
Wow.
You know how old that makes me
Time
feel.
flies.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. You good for next week there, Fishy Man?
Yeah, I'm good for next week. Paul's saying his stay fresh cheese
It's all
bags.
right. Stay fresh. And we'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. And stay extraordinary. Later.
Yeah, extraordinary.
Extraordinary. That's for you. Later.